Turn it all out, told me every secret. Said that I care, asked do you mean it? It's been months since we've been okay. I'm putting off what's coming. Another night staring at the ceiling. You deserve to be alone, to be the one they're always thinking of. And I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you. Admit that I ignored it. You deserve to be alone. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be Struggling 'cause I'm all you have. You should know that's all in your head. 'Cause it's been weeks and you're not okay. You're putting off what's coming. It's alright to be scared of being lonely. Don't you know that you deserve to be alone, to be the one they're always thinking of. And I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you. Admit that I ignored it. You deserve to be alone. You deserve to be
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, how y'all doing tonight? Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful evening. Boys, we got ourselves, I was hoping for some class changes this week, honestly. I think it's about that time for Blizz to put out, I don't know, some kind of update for 10.2 or more changes for 10.17. I'm a big fan of class changes, man. I feel like the classes we've had so far and like the meta has been established. And I know that they've recently said like they don't want to mess around too hard, but it's like, bro, have you seen Mythic Pluses? Still, Augmentation, Shadow Priest, Fire Mage, even though they got nerfed, they still do make up like the God comp or whatever. I would love to see that fall apart, but because we still got 10.172, man. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness, I miss your face, bro. Yeah, AJ, my man, I was trying to see if I can get stream done yesterday, but I was just feeling absolutely awful. This week, or I guess like last week in particular, has just been weird for me in terms of just like IRL stuff, but also just like getting not quite sick, because not quite bedridden, but definitely not feeling 100%. And I feel like maybe those two are probably kind of related. You know what I mean? Like just, I don't want to dive into details just because I kind of don't like, I kind of like keeping that kind of personal stuff on the side out of the streams, focusing on the content, focusing on the games. But I think those two are probably like one feeds off into another. I wouldn't know. By the way, I woke up super early today, man. I don't know if I can even have the lights really on. I feel like I'm squinting the entire time, but I woke up super early today. I couldn't go back to bed, so I've just been up since forever. And Dalga Goodies, exactly, dude. I wish that was as easy, honestly, though. But that's exactly it, man. How y'all doing, though? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a good one. I got boxes to open. I don't even remember how many characters I was able to do last week. This week, I want to see if I can put a little bit more effort. By the way, in my free time, since I'm feeling kind of like on and off or whatever, I've been playing Baldur's Gate. I'm yet not finished with the game, but it's a massive game, dude. Massive game, and I've had such a good time with it. Oh my god. I'm somebody who usually like blazes through a game as soon as you get it, right? If it's a new game, and there's not a lot, like usually I just play WoW. But with this game, I've just felt like, wow, I actually kind of like want to explore more, and I want to like read every single book out. It gets to a point where like I'm reading a book just to get like quest stuff out of it, because sometimes you'll read a book, you'll just get like maybe a bit of like a, hey, oh, this book, if you actually pay attention to it, there's a treasure in this corner of the map. Maybe I'll go there and dig it up. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe it'll tell you about an encounter. Maybe it helps you solve a puzzle. Reading books is actually kind of important in the game. Skip it through them, you're just gonna miss stuff. So I've been like slowing it down a lot more. And I've been loving it, man. He doesn't know it. Oh wait, oh god, it is loud, isn't it? Yeah, my bad. Anyway, we're talking about Baldur's Gate, having a lot of fun, reading a lot of books, taking the game super slow, especially since I'm sick. Thank you for guys letting me know. Yeah, my god. Dude, this is how you know I just been out of it, man. That's how you know I just been absolutely out of it. Welcome back. Yeah, thank you so much, Rick. I appreciate you. Now, bro, have you heard about players holding the keys hostage in Mythic Plus? If they want to finish the key, have to pay 50k gold. I saw that as a Twitter post. Yes, I was just kind of like in bed, and I was just kind of scrolling through Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it, Twitter. I just go with Twitter. And I saw that was like a DM, somebody, or not a PM, but like a party chat message. A paladin left or something, right? I would think it was a paladin. What is it? It's a pink class. My brain says pink class. But it's like, there was, I think the tweet was, I think it was a Brackenhide, right? So the tweet was like, we got to the final boss. I want to say Brackenhide, let's just say that. And then the paladin hit us with this. Here's like, something like, okay, I'm down, if you pay me 50k gold, or it's kind of like, a paladin says something along the lines of, and I'm going to paraphrase it here, something like, all right, I'm out of here. I'll take 50k gold, or I'm just done with the key, or something like that. That's weird, man. I wonder if that's real or not, because if they're on the same server as the person, that's real then. That's kind of messed up though, man. I mean, everybody has their own fun, but damn, that's just cruel, honestly. That's on Twitter too, crack me up, seriously. You know what? I think it may be the case, but I feel like people love drama at the same time, right? What if that tweet, what if that message is absolutely fake? And the tweet, maybe it's like, maybe the message and the screenshot are just like somebody just messing around or whatever, right? And maybe that message got to somebody who's kind of like gullible, and then it's like blew up on Twitter kind of deal. It just would be like a perfect recipe for disaster. Like if it's real, that's, and I feel like it might actually be real, because I feel like whenever we do keys, I don't really experience a lot of toxicity. I don't like pugging. I love pugging. We do a lot of the random pug stuff whenever we do keys on stream, right? And usually people are kind of chill. I guess everybody's gonna find that one toxic dude in the group or whatever. But for the most part, our keys chat have been pretty chill, right? Have been generally good. So I wonder, because I feel like, okay, I guess it's like it's not gonna be everyone's experience, but it's like, the way I'm thinking about it is, I don't encounter a lot of toxicity. And there's a good chance that it's just not common. I hope, right? The best thing I could say is hope, because imagine somebody's like, every time they pug is somebody is toxic being towards them. That'd be like a miserable experience. But I'm kind of going off of like, oh, how often do I get that? Once in a while, but like not too bad. Although bad experiences just stick with you a lot more than good ones. Like the good ones, you're just gonna forget about them. It's like they never happened. Bad ones, you'll remember. That's stuck in your heads forever there. Keys have been super chill. Yeah, I guess it depends, honestly. Yeah, it could be fake, could have been real. I feel like it's a pretty funny post either way, because I feel like that's something people, it just feels like one of those things that whether it's true or not, people would definitely latch on it. I'm like, that's a nice, interesting topic conversation, you know, topic of conversation, an opener, you could say. You know what I mean? Sorry, blasted off. Exactly, dude. Exactly. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, maybe it's probably real. I feel like the best thing to assume is nobody's doing it for malicious purposes. But it's not the first time that somebody, like, man, maybe it's just the stuff that I watch. But I watch this guy who does like reviews of games and stuff, and just does like game news of general and whatever. And there was a couple of posts that people like. There was it was a controversial post, and this is why, like, I don't know why I'm so skeptical all the time. I don't want to be like that either, man. I feel like it's almost like a negative too. But like, there was a post about, so you know the game, what's the one with the guy and the girl, Joel and Ellie, what's it called? Zombie game, but they're not really zombies, they're like spores, or they're like plants. What's it called? Last of Us, right? So Last of Us had a PC, not re-release, but it's like a PC version on Steam released recently. Yeah. and the performance has been pretty abysmal. Like, it takes like an hour to compile shaders. For some people's PC settings, the game just can't even really run super well. It doesn't look that much better. It basically looks like they basically re-released a better version of that game for PlayStation, and this looks worse in some cases, even on like a really good machine, and it just runs like ass cheeks. But they've been trying to fix it, but it just felt like, okay, a little disingenuous. And then somebody released like a video, or just like Ellie. It's the first time Ellie and Joel get a car, and they're driving from like, what is it, Bill? I think it was Bill, right? You meet Bill over in that one town, and then you and Ellie are driving in the car. And it basically is like, for some reason, there's a video of this that cinematic, and for some reason, the person, when he captured it, like, everything is like texture-wise for Ellie and Joel is messed up. Like, Joel's eyebrows is doing some weird stuff. Like, they're super extra bushy. His hair is like super like low polygon, almost like he's got trapezoids on his head, right? It's almost like something happened with the game, something really bad. And at first it was sold as like, oh, that's how the game is. They just really made a mistake. They made a really bad job with it. Turned out the person that was able to capture that footage, apparently he either forgot to update his drivers, or he had unupdated driver graphics card, like as if you roll back the drivers, and then messed around with the in-game settings to really make it look so much worse than it really was. It's just like, basically it was like someone messed with the settings and then took a video and then posted it, just, and it was kind of circulated around as, oh, look how bad this game is. But it was like, well, it's got real issues. But that video footage, I mean, when you go into settings and you like in-depth settings under the hood settings that are not even available, like you go into the INI files, right? Real some round the band kind of stuff, right? And then you adjust the settings to be worse than what the game can actually normally give you as availability. You make it lower than what the game normally provides. And you try to sell it as a false bill of goods, and then people believe it. You know what I mean? It's just like, it just makes me skeptical, dude. That's why I'm so weirded out about it. Chat, I don't even remember what classes I've done last week, by the way. I have no clue. I'm just gonna go through them. No, it's a bug, it's a feature. Rock eyebrows. Yeah, dude. Honestly, I do like it, though. I thought it was hilarious, honestly. Last of Us, yeah. But, you know, about to do that to my guild and troll them, dude, might as well, honestly. Have some fun with it. He's been so much more enjoyable with the affixes, honestly. Not having second affix till 14, tremendous for bugging. Oh yeah, I imagine just not having to deal with like the number of affixes, it's probably fantastic. Chat, does anybody remember what characters we've done? Because I feel like last time we did some keys was like Tuesday, and didn't do too many over the weekend or whatever. Did this just start? No. But it's about to end. Did I get a key done with this guy? I don't remember. I don't even remember what character's done a key or not this week, man. I actually don't remember. Hold on, let me see if I can do this. Because people get the portal. I don't know if it's gonna still be available. Is it just me? Can I do it? I don't know if I can do it. Anybody else joining, or is it just me? I mean, if my bed can just live him, right? Wait, is this soloable now? This is a little different. Hold on, did they make this soloable? Hold on, this is actually kind of doable though. Wait a second. Anybody else joining, or is it just me? I mean, he's dying. You can easily do it. Did they change it? Because I don't remember that being soloable. At least back on the what is it? At least back on the PTR when this thing was out, it definitely couldn't do any of these fights solo at all. So this must have been changed then, yeah? I don't believe this if this wasn't changed. Wait, this is actually kind of nice, actually. Can I mortical him? I probably can't. It just drained one of my imps. Ah, that's not what I meant to do. That's okay. I mean, this works. But the rest should. I think Lich King was impossible in solo, but the rest are doable. Really? Okay. I wanted to scale that one as well, or if it's just like a weird scaling thing. I mean, I won't say no. I got 2 of these. I could probably get something out of the, what is it, the other box or whatever? I also need to start using these things up as well, the encapsulating destiny, because I'm really bad at those. Just like I always hold on to them for some reason. But yeah, it's been a while, feels like, dude. It feels like I haven't played this game in such a long while. Weird. How are you feeling today? I'm feeling kind of better, but not 100%, I'd say, Jake. It's still a little bit off, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on with me. It's like a mixture, like I was saying earlier, just like, feels like a mixture, like I'm kind of sick-ish, but not quite like bedridden. Just like constantly tired, but also I've had like some IRL just like stresses. So I'm pretty sure both of those are just like related. I don't know, man. What is the best way to put this? I feel like I'm just emotionally tired, man. You know what I mean? Not even like fully tired. Like I just want to take a nap. I mean, partially there are moments where I am like wearing in and out of sleepiness, but for the most part, I do feel like I'm like emotionally tired. I don't even know if that's the best way to explain it either. Actually, I'm gonna keep the paracausal flakes on this guy because I can just gotta use them. 1, 2. Maybe I'll buy some later. I gotta figure out which characters I've actually have a weekly vault on. Let me start with Rogue, man, just because I know this character actually done like a vault thing with Mythic Pluses. I don't even remember which characters done Mythic Pluses, man. I don't even remember, honestly. I'm trying to backtrace everything. I haven't even done my like weeklies or anything for the I guess the week. And also got a raid later tonight, man. Oh my god. Oh my god, boys. Chat, when do you think we're gonna get patch 10.2, man? Because I'm ready for that 10.2 grind, honestly. I'm ready for a new raid tier. Abras has been fun, but it's like feels like it's just like it's a little much now. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I've done Abras one handful too many times at this point. And I feel like I've gotten like everything that I could have gotten out of Abras. I mean, 447, 450 item level shoulders. I already have those. So I just need the cloak from Sarek. And I think I'll be best of slot gear that I can be. You know what I mean? I'm ready for the 10.2 grind, man. Like, I think that'll be really fun. I probably should do more Mythic Plus. Let me see what other characters I've done Mythic Plus on this week or not. Maybe Evoker? I'm just gonna kind of go through with them and see how it goes. But yeah. New commercial tactics is how bad the game is, so the person that buy it. I mean, it could be, yeah. Honestly, I don't know if that would be like commercially, like, I don't know if somebody would, I just don't know that many people that would see like something bad about a game and be like, oh, is it actually for real? Let me go spend my own 70 bucks just to find out, you know what I mean? Probably October, November in line with BlizzCon. I really would love for them to release it, like, at least in PTR a lot earlier though. I think that'd be really cool to see, man. I'm like ready at this point. I was kind of hoping, because they did like a blue post earlier this week. Let me see if I can pull it up real quickly. I guess I could do Wowhead too, because they had a blue post of like, hey, we're gonna be doing more I like how I'm looking for this post and I'm just like seeing Diablo news. Oh my god, dude. But like they have news and events or whatever, right? Burning Crusade, Tom Walking, Dragons developer update. A lot of us were wondering what that was gonna be. Turned out that was just like hardcore classic, which is cool. That's coming out really soon. But I'm wondering if they would ever put like something for 10.2, you know? Because 10.17 compared to like 10.07, which brought in like a whole new zone or whatever, and then a bunch of all friendly catch-ups, and then it also brought in the ring and all those things, right? I feel like 10.0, and plus also the Retribution Paladin changes. There was a lot of class changes in 10.07, but 10.17 is kind of light on those things, at least in comparison. Let me see if I did the praise this week, because I don't remember at all. I think we did end up doing praise, didn't we? Ever since like there are changes recently. Did we do bear too? Might have done bear actually. Yeah, this guy's a key. By the way, anybody want to do keys? I kind of want to try to see if I can have some fun on the mage. That thing was actually a ton of fun last week. But I want to see like more, what is it, the 10.17, 10.02 stuff, 10.2 at this point. Oh, is this? Chat. Is this mace worth? Because I do have a mace of 441, Rod of the Crystalline Energies. I'm thinking it's a coin angle, yeah? Because then I'll have at least like 4 of them. Or is that good? Finished 132k DPS as Demolock yesterday. Dude, that's another spec I gotta play, Demonology. That thing would be a lot of fun. Are we talking about raids or we talking about like Mythic Plus? Because I feel like in raids, don't Demo could do like 200k DPS in a raid, like on the ideal moment. I think I did survival as well. Did I do survival? I think I'll take the coin here. Let's maybe take a look at the hunter, take a look at the bear, and then I can take a look at, I don't know, maybe like one extra person. But I know that I've been really slacking with keys from last week. I know that I have been pretty badly, honestly. Pretty badly. No. Sark tried hard of memeing. Yeah, dude, Sark is fun. Yeah, Sark is a lot of fun, man. Pally? Oh, might have been Pally, yeah. Might have been a Pally, actually, because we did have like, what, Paladins, Druids, Priests, all those classes are doing really good. Yeah, Hunter didn't do nothing. Let me check Paladin and Druid. And this will probably be like Mage, maybe? Because I might have played like the more meta classes last week. I don't remember. I definitely got to get all my keys done this week, though. I'm hoping to maybe finish out BG3, at least like my solo playthrough. Nothing on this guy. I'm hoping to finish BG out by this week. Dude, I feel like I'm so close to getting it done. I'm so close. I'm trying to do every side quest besides the last few. Run 2, though, you hope you like it, man. I heard a lot of good stuff about it. Rogue's already open stuff. I got shoulders on the Rogue. Oh, this guy didn't even get a key done. Rogue gets shoulders on the helm, which I already have, so didn't really get much. The Rogue is a 2 coin or 4 coin guy this week. But the Rogue can't get anything good unless I kill Sarkareth and get a cloak. That's really about all I can get. That's an upgrade. Yeah, Pally got something. Hold on a moment. What am I gearing this thing on, by the way? Am I going red? Am I going holy? Let me see if we can go holy, just because holy is really good right now. And it's actually pretty fun. At least I enjoy it. Play outside till 8 in the morning, realizing, dude. Oh, man. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Haste and Versa are decent. I'm pretty sure those are like the better DPS stats, too. If you are trying to like M+ mostly as this thing. But no, yeah, dude, I've been trying to keep my schedule like without breaking it, man. It's so difficult. It is so difficult. But I've been doing a decent enough job on my end. Just trying to keep things going, man. Oh, man. I woke up so early today, too. WoW news? Actual stuff, maybe? Oh. Wait, Wrestle Droid got nerfed? Huh? All healing reduced by 6% does not apply in PvP, but in PvP they got nerfed by 4%. The adjustment intended to be a net neutral gain over the healing room with New Growth Guardian. Talent to represent a non-negligible amount of healing. Okay. Well, that's some patch notes right there, boys. Nothing new, apparently. Hey, Dalaran, I'm trying to be doing good. What's up, Basic? How you doing, my man? Hope you having a good one, my guy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, dude, the 10.17 patch updates. I was really hoping there would be a lot more. Oh, yeah. Nerf Druid. Damn Druids, man. Yup. Damn. This is why I'm hoping for like a 10.2 at this point, man. I really want to see some 10.2 stuff at this point. Just because 10.15, they're just like not really putting out a lot of stuff for us to test out. Because I guess they're just like, well, this thing is mostly ready. I'm not gonna lie, I did hope there will be a little bit more in there, but you know, we'll take what we can get. You know what I mean? We'll just take what we can get. I gotta get more settings on this guy. Because I don't have like any at all. Alright, chat, let's get some keys done, man. I'll let you guys decide what we do. 320 keys from away from all the portals this week. It's a good week to get them. What are the affixes this week even? I guess we'll find out, yeah. Chat, what class do you play, man? I got a couple of options. I guess we could start with something that's really strong. I want to do a bit of Druid. I'd like to do Paladin. It's been a good bit. We got Mage in here too. Frost Mage, I actually enjoyed that one surprisingly a lot, man. I had a lot of fun. What's up, David? How you doing, man? Volcanic saying Tyrannical. That's not bad at all. Tyrannical is like the only bad one, honestly. Volcanic, non-existent. Essentially, if you're... I guess if you're a non-caster, even though it's a caster meta. Well, actually, with a caster meta and being Volcanic, I don't think it's going to be that bad. I can't think of like a lot of dungeons where Volcanic is going to be like super detrimental. Go Mage. Mage is a lot of fun, man. We can get the Mage out of the way. Hopefully we can get ourselves a decent queue with them too, like a proper 16 or something. I don't remember what I had on this guy from last week. But hopefully we can get something decent, just because Mage has been a ton of fun. Hi. I need my key. What do we have? 15. And the halls. Let me have a decent score. I don't. Gundy, my man in the chat. Do you want to do a key, by the way? You wanna see if we can sign up for a 16 together? By chance, or if somebody in chat got like a 16 we could do? Just something I can get the weekly on this guy, because I feel like I'd really gotta get some actual like proper keys on him. Because at 15, like if I had a decent key, like if it was a freehold, I feel like I'd queue that easily. But a 15 halls of infusion, do people do a lot of halls? It's tyrannical too. I imagine that's like the worst queue on tyrannical. The boss, first guy, slaps. Second boss, not too bad. Third boss, slaps. Unless you're a healer and you're used to it. And last guy, not too bad actually. Well, actually, no. I think the fortified version of that key might actually be even tougher than tyrannical. And tyrannical is like, third boss is like the only really toughy. Unless you're doing like some really high-end key. And then you gotta really heal for like 100,000 heal HPS or something. Let me see what healer's gonna mint. Yeah, go for it, my man. Go for it. What key you got? I'll be down. Because if you got a real key that isn't halls, I'd love to do it. Any big looters in the chat? Carl, I barely get to do many, man. I've mostly been a BG gamer. That or like kind of sickish, kind of sleeping. I woke up super early today though. My god, dude. I'm kind of hoping Harlot and Larison and Acid, or even Euro, just kind of put me on some of the tail end bosses. Maybe like bring me in for Sark and just give me like 3 bosses. I'll be, or is it 2 bosses for a vault? I'll be happy, honestly. It's an under rod drop to 64M. Yeah, if you want to do that, that'd be cool. Hell yeah, under rod will be easy. How do I get in a group with you then? You want to list it, or you want me to get you in the group and then I'll just list it? Because that would work. I don't have much gear, but I think I'll be fine because mage is kind of nutty. As long as the tank does like, Carl, you want to do like I want to do 16? I'll list you list, I'll join. Alright, cool. I'll just list it first as Dal. Let me do that. I'll just list it as plus Dal. If someone want to play DH, I'll cover Rogue for all the easy bosses. If you get someone to play DH, so Euro is gonna be talking to Naz, as in like no guarantee that they're definitely gonna be doing it, definitely guaranteed or anything, but all I heard is he's gonna be talking. Just he's gonna say hello, he's gonna say hi, how are you? We'll see how that works out. Down difficult pog, dude. Down difficulty, dude. That's exactly what it is. It's a down difficulty, man. I'm asking to get carried. What do you mean? But Rob got me covered, dude. I appreciate it. Yo, my Jixie to be on. Oh, he's actually at work, isn't he? Yeah, dude. Never mind then. I was gonna say, let's grab a rogue, man. I feel like almost nobody ever invites rogues to keys anymore. You're just augies all day. Paladin? I mean, we could grab a pally, right? Yuri? I mean, why not, right? Wait, what if he's gonna be one of those guys that would be like, hey, now that we got to the final boss, 50,000 or I leave. What? I'll grab him. I'll grab him. But like, what if? now I'm gonna be a little conscious, man. I'm gonna be like, oh no, are they gonna be that guy? And I just was talking about earlier. I feel like that kind of toxicity almost never happens, guys. I feel like it never happens to me. So I wonder, like, if that's probably super uncommon. And now it's gonna just happen right then and there. Oh no, dude, I'm afraid. I got to go all day. It would have to be on the same server as me, man. Or somebody on the wait. No, wait, you can trade stuff in the... Did they enable cross-roam trading now? Is that a thing? Like, can you trade gold and stuff? Is that a thing? That's something I never understood. Class gatekeeping. Dude, it's just... I feel like... Because the thing is... Like, none of the classes that we... Let's sign up for keys and stuff, right? Like, in terms of, like... What am I trying to say, man? Let me put my thoughts together. Like... Technically, like, any class on every spec can do, like, a 15, 16, 20... And it's like, at the hierarchies, that's where it's like certain classes are going to be more meta because they just do more damage, or they bring more utility, or they have this one unique attribute like Augmentation Evoker who can buff the tank, buff the healer, buff the party, or whatever. You can trade now. Is that why they was doing like, yo, 50k or I'm out? Is that what they were? Is that? Wait, 6k. I pitched it like 6k, dude. If that's the case. Sparkling zones kick in until like 25s. Yeah, like I was gonna like be generous and say 20s or whatever, and then like the higher you go from there, you know, that's where you really start like push the content. And then there are gonna be like, since the content scales infinitely, eventually certain classes like are gonna just hit the wall, right? Because let's say you're just doing a key with a certain amount of DPS and it's like a 23 and you just barely time it, and then you do 24. I mean, I'll grab this guy and just, I was kind of thinking maybe go for a little higher ammo, but I don't think it makes a difference because I guess we do have a lesson and all that. But it's just like the higher you go, eventually you do get the cap, right? Let's say you just threw Underrot flawlessly. You could do it on a 23, fine. 24, almost not timing it, but just barely get it. And then same thing, 25, you didn't wipe at all, you just don't have the damage, right? You're just missing that damage. You're missing that raw damage value. I gotta update my add-ons real quick. But like until then, like 20s at the very least, like every class in spec should be able to do 20. Like nobody should be, like if you play optimally as any spec, just as long as you play well, like you'll be fine. Hell, you don't even need to necessarily even play optimally. As long as you guys, you gotta either like be big pumpers or have a really good route, or yeah, usually one or the other, or have the right set of classes. Not a single AUG in sight. I did a 24 with BM Hunter, Rogue, DH, Disc. So like, whenever I do like anything that's like a 22 on my Rogue or whatever, like, or higher, I usually don't get a lot of AUGs on groups. It's usually like a BM Hunter or a Red Paladin or whatever. Usually it's a BM Hunter and a Red Pally. That's usually what my groups have been so far. But not like, again, 24s, 25s or whatever. That is a little bit of a different story. Yeah, the more, I know the more classes get utilities to the party, the more likely to get invited, but it's kind of sad when you want to do your main and you get kept. Dude, because the thing is, like, technically, I mean, really, not even technically, but just realistically, any class can do a 20. Classes can do 22s, and as Carl says, it doesn't really kick in until about 25s, but like, if it's meta at 25s, 26s, 27s, and even 30s, like if certain classes are meta, then it's also going to be meta at like your 15s and like 14s and even 11s. I mean, like, there are people right now that are queuing for 11s and they won't take anything that doesn't have at least one AUG evoker in the group. It's a good class. But like, is the meta really? When something's really good, like, why would you settle for anything that isn't, you know? It's just kind of like a little bit sad, honestly. When's Rogue rework? Bro, I've been hoping for 10.17 Rogue rework. I would have loved for them to put up a blue post. You'd be like, hey, Rogue rework 10.17. Huge slew of changes. Here we go, boys. You know what I mean? Are we just going? That sounds good. What's up, Dalaran? You feeling better? What's up, Jonathan? Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm still a little bit like all over the place. But I'm feeling a little better, I'd say. Ooh, I like the pull. I kind of messed up. Uh-oh. Okay, I want to see if I can cleave him. Oh my god. That is so fun. Frost Mage, man. This thing is nutty. Oh, that's waffle. Saying. Trying to get as many casts as I can. Yeah, this thing is definitely behind a little bit on its damage. Try to see if I can maybe... I was trying to see if I can maneuver her out of it. But I'm really, really bad at it. Pretty bad at it, honestly. Good luck with the keys. Appreciate you, my guy. See you tonight, yeah? Oh yeah, I need to use my cone of cold a lot more often. I'm really bad at that. I should have pressed glacial, or not glacial, but the ice flows. Ah, never got to actually use glacial there. That's unfortunate. I just need to press my buttons a lot earlier, I feel like. Desert Warlocks is timing 28s now. Desert Warlocks sound bad. Definitely not a bad spec. Oh, hero, hold on. Yeah, I'm really bad at this. I'm really bad at this mage thing, if you haven't noticed. Pretty bad at it. Although my single target damage, I guess we did cleave too. My single target damage seems kind of good on this thing. Don't have kick there. Dude, this thing is actually really fun on like single bosses. I feel like this should be a lot better in AoE. Although last time I did do a really good AoE, I did have an Augie buffing me quite a bit. I think let's go big, dude. Let's go big. What kind of big? Go a full gem, full 40. That's pretty nice, man. That's pretty nutty. Breath it. I don't know if that helps much. Being a Frost Mage for Sanguine actually is kind of toxic. Maybe Fire Mage would have been much better here. Just because everything just constantly slowed. And it's just like, why is it all just literally crawling through Sanguine? Literally pressing Frosty abilities makes it do that. Oh no. Oh, this is actually so toxic. Oh god. Is it an ice block? Nope, never mind. Don't got a block. I forgot that I don't have block anymore. I have this other weird wall ability. Oh my god, what's up, people? How you doing, fam? Hope you're having a good one. Chat, tell me I don't sound exhausted, man. My god, dude, waking up this early. Almost missed with my other rogue, still on the copium bot rework. Yo, Noxy, dude, we are definitely getting one. 100% guaranteed, totally, definitely not a bait. We're definitely doing it, dude. I'm trying to keep the posse vibes going on it. We're definitely getting one. Have you seen our class? I feel like if the reward paladin and that was kind of pretty doable, we're a lot less doable, man. I wouldn't describe our class as doable. Oh god. I'm so bad at that. I'm so bad at using ice flows. You need to be better at that. Uh-oh. Oh god. I'm so dead. Unless... just rooted in Sanguine. I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on. Let me give everybody shield. At the very least, I can do that. There isn't much good I can do in the world, but I can give him a shield. And I can heal mobs. I'm literally healing this trash bag. I can breath too. There's rogue, dude. I like the cheap shots, man, but let me breath. Let me do my class utility stuff. Oh my god. It's so toxic. I feel toxic. Like, this is just my class fantasy. Just ruining the dungeon experience for the rest of my group. Hold on. Okay, I gotta kick that at some point. Oh my god. I can see why people hate mages. Like, I'm literally just playing my class, and I'm just keeping these mobs healed instead of saying. I'm just literally playing my class as it's intended. I'm throwing on my frosty abilities. I'm doing pretty good damage too. Oh god, ice flows. I gotta put a better keybind for my ice flows, man. I just don't have a good one at all. Don't have a good one whatsoever. Because it's just like I'm having to, like, okay, reorganize myself every time I need to use it. Like, look at this. Hold on, can I kick? Yeah, I can. Blink over. And get images. Okay, I'm just gonna focus on the guy that just is gonna be the worst with the saying. I just hit the worst mob in the pack. Oh god, I love the glacier spikes, man. They're satisfying. That's what I really like about Mage, is the satisfying, like, bursty abilities. Glacier Spike is one of them, hands down, dude. I'm a big fan of this one. I don't know why. 3 million bursts of Destro? Dude, that's just a lot of fun too. I gotta play that. I don't know what I want to focus on, Demo or Destro, if I had to choose the two. Shield for the win, nice down, dude. That's all I can do. At least let me be somewhat useful. Look, hold on. Look! This is my fault right here. Look at the amount of healing. It's beating the Bear Druid. That's normally never happens. Normally Bear Druid is one of the top healers. They don't need group healing. They just need self-healing. They're super giga self-sufficient. But instead, it's just me healing what the thing was saying. Definitely should have been a Fire Mage today. I don't mind no rogue rework as long as Outlaw stays this. You know what? I feel like Outlaw, I would love to keep the roll the bones ability as Outlaw. But I would like to see, like, less RNG with a spec, because I feel like that is something that keeps a lot of people from playing it. I feel like there's a possibility to keep, like, the soul of Outlaw and the roll the bones aspect of, like, buffs and how they change how you play the game. I'm gonna shield myself here. Belfit, maybe? Never mind. Cancel my own cooldown reduction. Don't do that, by the way. When you play Mage, don't do what I did just there. Don't cancel your cooldown reduction. Just hold your ground for a second. Everything will be okay. Are we doing more? These guys, you want to pull them? That's a weird one. Usually not a fan of that kind of pull, but I guess we could do it. I can shield the Pally, by the way. Can't really help him. That's gonna hurt. We're just gonna wall it. I don't want to do the guys on the right. And we're pulling the worm. I guess you're just trying to get a percentage out of the way, yeah? Go for like 200%. Oh, that's sanguine. What a good spot. I have nothing for this. At least somebody does. Beautiful. I can kick one of them. Hopefully I get the right one. Oh god, Glacial is so good. Oh my goodness, what a value ability, man. I'm gonna dispel myself here. If you can dispel yourself, definitely do it. Give me another Glacial. I love the big chaos bolt you feel about it. It just feels so satisfying, man. You build up, you build up, you build up, then a big old hit. I was doing this guy? Okay, I mean, we could do it. We could go back. Alright, I guess we're doing them. And I'm gonna guess we lost Krog boy. Oh. Not ideal. We can make it work though. Shields. Let the rogue run through. Needs to be there over me. Are we good? Are we chilling? I think we're fine actually. I was looking around for mushrooms, I couldn't find any. You know what? I kind of prefer shimmer chat. I've seen a lot of people play ice flows. Do you guys use ice flows or do you use shimmer instead? Because I'm so used to shimmer. Just being able to just like cast or keep casting while moving is kind of nice. Not gonna lie, I'm so used to it. I probably could have went over here actually. Although I can see why people play ice flows. Like being able to move while casting is super, super nice. Like this. This is so nice right here. Almost feel like that should be baked into the ability. It's so good. Oh, that is nice though. Okay. That's not great, but everything else was nice. As a major done 28, so I use shimmer. Yeah, because I kind of am just used to shimmer, I guess. But I can see why the other one would be maybe better. But I'm not sure which one is better. Like, to be honest. Okay, what I could do is this. Oh, I was about to do the. Oh, okay, that works. Oh, I do like the single target of the spec. I'm not great at it, but it works okay. Wait, what? We skipped Krogmaw. Did we do... Hold on. Krog? Huh? Breath? Let's skip it Krogmaw. I don't know what's going on here. Wait, why does this guy just like get to Krogmaw and then he'll build or get to the final boss? We'll kill him and then we're like, I'll go back into Krogmaw if you give me like 100k gold. Watch that be the case, dude. Watch that be the case. I swear. Hopefully the tick will turn around after this. Okay. I was gonna say Sanguine maybe. Dead, dude. Okay, no, he turned around. Good. Whew. We forgot the other boss. I guess we just took so long on the on that guy. He was just like, it just felt like enough of this dungeon has been done. Where it's just like we did the second boss and the third boss. It's just third boss was kind of like long though, wasn't it? It did take us a while because look, the boss fight itself. I mean, the DPS was like 40k. I mean, they're melee, so like they are having to peel away. But these guys are generally probably like geared and probably prepped for like big AOE, not prepped for single target at all. My mage at 423 is lapping these guys in like mythic, in like the what am I trying to say? In single target DPS. And I feel like he shouldn't be. If that makes any sense. Because like at my item level, probably not. You know what? Keep one in there. Because I could actually get a little bit of AoE. Hold on, we gotta give this. Got a little bit of movement.
Charging. AOE incoming.
Myself a shield. I got images. Like this is where ice flows is pretty amazing. Just being able to do this while still doing your full rotation. Good she dead, by the way. I mean, like, Actually, that sounds pretty toxic to say good cheat death. It's something he can control it. But it's good that he added, I guess. You know what I mean? He's putting it on cooldown. He's getting more value out of it. That sounded so toxic, dude. I actually was trying to compliment him, and then I figured out, and then I just realized what I said. I'm like, whoa. That's not how it worked in my head, dude. My brain is not working today at all, man. That's what happens. I'm playing mage too. You imagine like I would have an intellect buff for the day. All right, we'll turn around. Oh, you know what? I do feel like it's probably a lot better to play with glacial. It's so good. Like the AoE damage or the movement while casting. When I was about to run in front of the boss too. That's the favorite part. But like, look at how mobile I am. I feel so good. I have pretty good, decent control of my character. Just normally, like under good circumstances, if it was a good mage, they'll probably have good control. When it's concerned to me, I'd say like I have decent control of my character.
Charging.
Look, it's like, oh, like if he's running away, you could just gotta keep running with him.
AOE incoming.
Where is he? We can just kill him, right? Just kill him. Just kill him. Big old spike. Big old bop. Oh, gotta love it, dude. It's so good. I actually am having fun with this. Do you like Mortal Kombat games? Dude, it's something I played on like it's something that I played at an arcade. There's this place nearby where I live. It's just like a local place. It's kind of like let's just go with it's like a local arcade place. I'm not gonna name it specifically. But it's a pretty cool place. It's just like you can get tickets and there's prizes, and they have like a proper arcade, like Tekken in the arcade or Mortal Kombat, fighting games in general. I don't have like a specificity, but that's really about it. When you go to the arcade and you just find a game that's kind of more or less fun, because I'm a twin, right? So me and my twin always fighting with each other IRL, right? When you have a twin, that's just what you do. It's just what you do. So being able to settle it in like a proper fighting game. We were raised in a kind of family that kind of discouraged violence, so it's not like we beat each other up all the time. You know, if you would sneak in a couple of punches here and there when the mom were looking. But being able to like settle the score in a fighting game, oh, satisfying. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? I probably enjoyed it because I won most of them. Most of them, not all of them. But I always was a competitive compared to my twin. Like compared to the two of us. Use the shield here real quick. Twinning, exactly. Yeah, there's joys of having a twin. And then there's everything else they don't tell you about. If I knew, man, I would have said no. If I only was told, what would it be like to have a twin? Like as if it's up to me. We're safe. They're safe? I'm guessing. Oh, actually it's safe. Relatively. Get one of these in here. Get backpedal. Get myself some images because I feel like I'm gonna get tagged. Yep. Actually getting tagged. That's a funeral. What is thing ever? Does it feel pretty good when you beat your big brother? In my case, like imagine I played Among Us one time. I was lying and killed him, and he muted and started showing me science. Yeah, it's fun. Among Us, that's a good one. I feel like Among Us was one of those games that was really, really fun with friends. But it's just like, I don't know. Maybe it's like one of those things like Minecraft, right? It's just like, maybe we'll appreciate it when we get even older. Because we only get older. Are you in a UDAL? Plumbus, I'm actually on an A. I'm actually been an NA boy. I do have an EU account, but I'm mostly an A. Splash skin for Heritage Armor. Are they going to show it this week? The Heritage Armor? Because the Night Elf one is the one we haven't got to see. We got to see the Horde one on PTR. Dude, this tank just misses opportunity to tell us, hey, I'm gonna complete this key if you pay me. He didn't do it. Wait, I thought all players in WoW were supposed to be toxic. Those guys did it wrong.
Watch wave.
Dude, this class feels so smooth.
Stack.
Like this spec specifically.
Watch wave.
Gonna give a bit of shield. I kind of like being able to shield people as a mage. I don't know what it is. It's just like really, really simple. But it's kind of useful. Actually, it's plenty useful.
Watch wave. Watch wave. Stack.
God, this thing feels pretty tanky on a 16. Look at this item level.
Watch wave.
Like I remember playing my Hunter through the like the gearing journey, the early stuff. And I felt like I had to pop cooldown every single pack I had to go into. Or just about every.
Watch wave. Stack. Watch wave. Watch wave. Stack.
Yeah, for the next set of dots, I think I'll just double shield us.
Watch wave.
Let's double shield us now.
Stack. Watch wave. Stack. Watch wave.
Is this a fun set of ads? I lost track entirely. I was just like trying to like pay attention to just like dodging stuff.
Watch wave.
Oh, it was? Okay, cool. That was fun actually. Dude, this class is actually really, really enjoyable. I know mages are really meta. But definitely give them a go, chat. If you are leveling anything or gearing anything, especially in 10.17, one of the benefits, big gearing opportunity. Do I ask for the ring? He left immediately. Okay. Alright, thank you so much, my guy. Appreciate you. Maybe trying to like form up a weapon or something from here. Or is it even a staff? There is actually crit haste one, isn't it? For me, Mortal Kombat is the best. Yeah, I don't really have too much of a preference when it comes to like fighting games, honestly. Yeah. Me and my friend got banned from Minecraft server. How? Would you? This is not Dragon. Merkut Village. I actually have a Hearthstone here. Why? I don't remember doing this. But here we are. Oh, I could have given you guys a portal. I'm an ass. I could have given you guys a portal. I didn't even think about it. That's my fault. I'm so sorry. Hold on a second. Let me take a look at the splash screen. Because I actually got one. What do you guys think of the Knight of Heritage armor? Because we can't really see it on PT. Unless we can. Can we see the Knight of Heritage armor on PTR right now? I kind of want to take a look at it. Rude. Dude, I'm such a bad mage. I'm so bad at this. Like, whenever I come into a dungeon as a warlock, I forget to drop the soul well. I just don't. The only thing I know how to do is walk into a dungeon, pop my poisons on, that's it. And I just AFK until, like, the tank is ready to go. That's, like, all the rogue taught me. So now I'm playing, like, a class that actually does this kind of things. Okay, that's gotta stop. Now that I'm playing a class that actually does, you know, buffs and stuff more regularly, like my mage and my warlock, I'm just like not used to it. Thank you so much for the key, though. Appreciate it. Now I feel like double the asshole, man. Let me take a look at PTR real quickly, chat. I want to see if the new Night Elf like set is on there. I just want to jump on for like a second. I just want to see if it's there. I just want to see if it's there. You know what I mean? Build a specific building and had nothing to do with it, but got banned. Wait, what? So what? What do you bake? Oh my god. All servers are incompatible. Maybe I gotta give him a second. Maybe it's gotta update. That or it just doesn't work. Oh, it is updating. Okay, cool. We'll just wait for the update then. And it'll be good. I just want to see if the armor is on there, like proper. But yeah, if you guys get, if you're planning on playing anything else, M17 is gonna be a good time for alts because they got a really good catch up with the Dream Surges. Like fantastic bit of catch up. What are we running, buddy? What's up, Jonathan? How you doing, my man? So we just need a mage. I'm thinking maybe do like a paladin or like a druid. Get the guardian out of the way. Maybe even do like a real kill on my rogue or something. I'm down for whatever. Dude, my contacts have been swimming the entire time. I feel like I've done the dungeon with just like blurry vision. Like my contacts are just kind of swimming all around my eye. And they're like going in focus, out of focus, in focus, out of focus. I'm telling you right now, I looked at that entire Underrod dungeon, half of it was blurry. And I'm just like, I more or less know that place pretty well. But I'm literally like half the time I just can't even see this properly. I wasn't even looking at my damage numbers either. Sometimes I see like a big 300k crit. I'm like, okay, I see that once in a while. That's good. I'm fine. Yo, Devil guy, what's up? I'm hey to my man. Hope you have a good one. What is the Dream Surge? So Dream Surges are gonna be kind of like, so you know how there's Fusion camps, right? Think of it kind of like Fusion camps, but for the entire zone. Maybe I'll actually be able to show you here. I guess I'll keep it like this, just so I can make it easier. Let me see. Which one of you is a Night Elf? Can I make a Night Elf? No, you're a Horde. There we go. Dalbear, good. I want to see if this works, and then I want to show what a Dream Surge is. Dream Surges are basically buffs for the entire zone. Doing activities like world quests or killing rares or looting treasures in that zone when a Dream Surge is active is the same quest, same world quest. You get more XP out of it, you get better rewards out of it, rares are scarier, but they drop better gear. Doing stuff in Dream Surge, like flying around collecting boats. There's literally just boats sprinkled everywhere. If you want to just fly around and collect them. They don't have a... not in here, at least. What about here, in sets? No, they don't even have it here either. Unless like the heritage set is like somewhere down below. I just wanted to see if they have the heritage set like for us to take a look at, like the final version. But I feel like they have the undead one. They've had that since day one. And I've adjusted a little bit here and there, but the Night Elf one they haven't been able to put into PTR. That or they didn't do it at all. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Okay, so it might not just be in. Okay, let me show what a Dream Surge is then, real quick. Dalaranчик, привет, здорово, скинда, как дела? Весело стрима и отличного настроения, большой победы. Frost Mag очень нравится. Надеюсь, как его по-русски? Glad, что нравится. Glad, что нравится, друг. He said he likes the Frost Mage. Likes it a lot. Let me get on this guy. Let's get up saying hello. How can I join? PTR? PTR, everybody should be able to join it. If not, you go to the BNet and you go to like where games subscriptions are, and you should be able to oh, that's a little different. So you can just hold it. Oh, that's cool. So you can hold the key and release the key. Also, they added sounds for these, by the way. They added new sounds, social and ping system. Oh! Enable ping, so you can disable it if you don't want it. Okay. Hold on. Do I have music? Sound effects. Chat, is this loud enough for you? Hold on. They added new pink sounds. Sorry, there's a lot going on. So there's like 3 new sounds. So when you go on the attack, it does wow wow, and then when you're like assist me, it's like maracas, right? That's what I think of. And then if you just ping in like, hey, look over there, hey, healer's drinking. I wonder why they don't have a sound for these either. Maybe that's just still in works. Maybe they're still trying to figure out what they want to do with that. But that's kind of neat. All right, yeah, pings. Like, if you don't want to see pings, you'll just be able to disable them, right? If you just don't want to hear none of them, you don't have to. Oh, ping mode, relax ping, quick ping, relax ping, pings in chat, ping keybinds. I mean, that stuff is good. Like, pings is good generally. On its own, oh god, it's so loud. What is this thing? This mythic mount. Am I the only one who's just like not impressed with these Zereth Mortis mounts? Not really. I don't remember what I had it. Let's just turn up all the sounds. Let me get the music back up. I like this a lot better. Alright, let me show you what a Dream Surge is. That's cool though. I think pings are gonna be good. What's up, Erroless? How you doing, my guy? I think pings for like a PvP game, when you need to tell somebody, hey, retreat, it's better than having a macro spam it up, right? Just pop yourself, hey, help me. I feel like pings are gonna be good. I guess like it's fine if people want to turn them off, but like, I don't know, man. I think they're going to be good. I think it's going to be helpful. Nothing much. I think the pings would be a huge out of voice, not going to lie. RBG especially. Yes, I feel like if you're not going to add voice, and really you shouldn't, right? If you play Dota, don't add voice. Don't add voice comms. Like voice comms that people can choose to join, like Discord, fine. Forced voice comms, probably not fine. Just make it an opt-in, right? Just make it an opt-in. People have the tools. But adding like a ping system for like pugs and stuff, I don't think it's a bad thing at all. I do hope that people will end up being... If we're talking about a PvP community, right? Respectful, ain't happening. That ain't happening. Hope everybody is going to be respectful with the pings. And do their very best to not abuse them. Watch people get banned over too many pings, man. Oh no. Today's stream 551, if you know. Today's stream, no, it's not today. It's gonna be Friday, OST for EU, and then Saturday for NA. So this is Dream Surges on PTR. So this is gonna be the big thing that's wow. This is gonna be the big activities that is gonna be available for 10.17. It isn't specifically new for like the content itself. It's like the one of the zones, one of the 4 zones of Dragon Isles is gonna have a Dream Surge in it. This means that if it's affected by Dream Surge, activities inside of that zone can give you additional rewards. What the hell do I go for Dream? Okay, there it is. Okay. So you'll come over to Dream Surge, right? You'll talk to Rune Totem. He'll give you a quest. This is going to be like a weekly quest where you get a Dream Surge Chrysalis. This used to be account-wide. They changed it. I don't like it. But basically, you could use those to buy gear as well. So if you look at your catch-up on gear, I mean, you can get yourself a bountiful chest with Shadowflame tokens, which is cool. Worm tokens. Worm tokens are these, right? So you can get these. You can just buy worm tokens with a Dream Surge Chrysalis. So you can get some decent gear out of it. And you can get gear that starts out at 415 item level, champion level, and eventually upgrades to 437 item level. This gear is also, you can take it to the Revival Catalyst and get yourself an easy tier site. You earned these, I think, 1 through a quest and 1 through one of the activities. So you earn 2 Chrysalis basically a week. These used to be, this next season, this is a 10.17 on September the 5th. I'm just checking out on PTR and showing you guys what a Dream Surge is. It's going to be great for alts. If you're looking to catch up on an alt, specifically for PvE side of things, this is going to be quick. So you go in, you get yourself a daily quest or weekly quest for Shape and Dream Surges. All you got to do for this one, you just collect a bunch of Dream Essence. Doesn't matter how you do it. You get Dream Surge Essence by doing you click on Dream Search, any of the activities in the area. You want to do this world quest with a race? That'll give you a bit of essence. You want to do this world quest? That'll give you a bit of essence. You want to find a rare? Let me show you what a rare looks like right now. I don't think this guy would count, but maybe he would. But like any of the big rares. Do you count? He may not count for a Dream Search. But any of the... Okay, let me go to the Nokudon Hold. Because also rares are now empowered. They're super powered while inside of the Dream Search. Like, they're actually scarier. A lot tougher. Right now, like, a fully geared character could probably, like, kill a rare by itself, right? Like one of those rares with, like, the dragon icon over their heads. Or around their icon. So they're a lot stronger now. I think they have, like, between 8 to 13 million health now. So they're gonna need, like, a 5-man at least to kill. And they also now come with different new abilities. But they're basically the same rare, plus minus a couple of new abilities. Where else can I find them? Because I know like in Teldrassus there was a bunch of them, but here I don't know where they are. Oh, here's one. Hold on. Telethus? Does it count? No, this guy doesn't count though, Sheet of Grief. There's gotta be something else out here. They're just like a functional rare. I know there's rares over here, but they're like plain rares. They don't have like the dragon icon over there. Around their uniframe. Like this guy. I don't think he actually does. Oh, wait, no, he does. Is that a rare? I mean, this guy's killing it. I'm gonna drop, are you doing this? I guess this guy's also trying to see if like killing rares and stuff works. Are you a rare? Because that guy's new. What are you on about? Hold on, let me kill this thing. I want to see if it drops anything. But he has a lot of health, as you can see. But yeah, so basically rares in these areas are just a lot tougher. They're gonna require like big groups of players. And a lot of them, like at Teldrassus, have extra abilities. Like a simple Hippo rare that just does like a charge ability, now also summons Phoenixes to aid him. These Phoenixes do a ton of damage, but when you kill the Phoenixes, everybody gets healed. So the idea is you're supposed to cleave onto the boss, focus the Phoenixes, and everybody else fighting the boss. As long as you kill Phoenixes fast enough, you get to live. And eventually kill it. Then there's another rare that spawns these orbs that kind of float towards the boss. If they reach the boss, or the rare does 20% more damage, and that stacks infinitely. So he makes a bunch of them, and they'll reach him, you're dead. You gotta kill the orbs, you get the buff, that helps you kill the rare faster. So like little mechanics for every single one of these bosses, and they generally have better rewards. Or supposed to. Like gear tokens were one of the rewards that we could have gotten. Like this guy just gave me like Shard Elemental Remains, I'm not really sure what that does. But these guys, first time I did this, gave me like gear rewards. I think they gave me like a token that is supposed to be like account wide. Do I have it? I'm pretty sure I had it on this character specifically. But I don't remember now. But it looked like it was an account wide item. But I'm not sure if they changed it or not. But that's what I initially had. So while you do these things, right? World Quest gives you a little bit of that coalescing essence. Flying around also gives you coalescent essence. Like if you if you look at the green orbs everywhere, they're literally scattered everywhere. You can also collect the coalescent essences by flying through them, and it gives you Whelpling crests too, or like a pretty high chance. It doesn't always give them, but whenever I did them on my alts, like it was pretty generous. More than half the time, it gives you quite a bit of those. And coalescing essence also by itself, not just a currency that you want to collect, but it's also a currency that you can also spend. So I have 58 of it right now, yeah? Let me go back to the vendor. Because the vendor, there's two of them. So there's one where it's like, there's a weekly activity where a portal will be open, and there will be like flame druids coming out of the portal. And you basically go to an area with other players, you kill flame druids and like other flame beasts, and then you do other activities. Like on Teldrassus, you could just fly around and fly through like hoops, which is like where flame phoenixes are flying through. You're just basically knocking phoenixes out of the sky. So you could either be like combat fighting, or just like doing all the side activities until the bar is filled. Once the bar is filled, a big boss comes out, everybody kills it, and it gives you another one of those dream coalescence. Chrysalises, this things. So you get one for killing the boss, and you get one for the weekly quest. And whenever you have the dream surges, you can also spend them on what looks like mounts. I don't know what the memory is of a dream surge supposed to be. There might be like an XP buff or something. There's pets, like if you want a swaglet, it's kind of cute. Or if you want a crab, you can. Or if you want to get dream-bound items, which are 402 account wide, you can do it too. It's pretty decent. Actually, are all these account wide? No. No, these are account wide though. So these are starting out at 402 item level, and they're generally decent when it comes to item level, and you can farm these infinitely. So you can get yourself a full set of 402 gear that eventually, if you were to upgrade it, goes up to like 424. So that's like basically 424 gear, almost guaranteed. Are there any class changes for Warlock's Dispatch? For 10.17 or 10.15? If you talk about like Kernel and PTR, there's actually not a lot of class changes. Only like Restitutes are getting a new talent, or two rather new talents that are kind of decent. And then Mistweavers are getting like mana, consistent mana regen through a redesigned mana tea. Besides that, in terms of class changes, there isn't a lot when it comes to like 10.17. So Warlocks are not really changing. They're not getting worse, but if you had issues with Warlocks before, they're not really getting better. Let me go over there really quickly, because that guy should be empowered. I just want to show if I could see any of the affixes. The trinkets? They're not terrible, I guess. But 10.17? Yeah, Warlocks are not changing for 10.17. So far, the 10.17 in general has been fairly surprisingly light on changes. Like, just pretty light. I normally like 10.07 had a paladin rework and everything. This one has been pretty light, which has been kind of like unusual, but maybe they're saving a lot of those for like 10.2. Maybe they want to shake the tree too much for like the 10, for the current meta or whatever. Because they did get a lot of comments about like, oh, the meta changed way too much with 10.07. And maybe they're just trying to like make a couple of adjustments, but not really do some crazy swings of changes. Maybe that's on purpose. Let me see. Does this guy have anything? Yeah, so this guy just spouts random fire things, and this guy's actually not even like a rare for the zone. But he's just got affixes where explosions just happen everywhere, and he's got 10 million health. Does this hurt? Okay, I'm gonna try to see if we can catch one. 402 bottom level. Actually, they don't hit that hard at all. Never mind. It just, there used to be a lot scarier though. Like everything used to be so much scarier. Hold on, two? Like maybe it'll take some damage. Maybe. Like if another player swings by, maybe we can just kill it together real quickly. But yeah, it's basically like, oh, Dream Surge is active in unarmed planes. So now you can go to unarmed planes and just quest. In the unarmed planes, you're gonna have Wild Dream Surge is active for that entire zone. You just get 25% more experience. But also, every single like 30 minutes or every hour, you can choose a different buff to be added to that zone. These used to stack, and you could just stack basically as many of those as you want to. But I think now it's just like a constant buff, and players can change it if they want to. Another one is this, like the basic buff is 25% more XP. So whenever like you're trying to level characters, save them for 10.17, because like just doing world quests and doing world activities, they have this. I think you can still earn the coalescence and stuff while you're lower level too. But you'll just get 25% more XP just for being in the zone. Oh no, that's like in the next one. Yeah, so players could also spend their Dream Surge Coalescence to choose which buffs they want to get next. So right now we got Dream Surge Learning, so now you just get 50% more XP on top of the 25%. So basically 75% more XP in the zone, which seems like kind of a lot actually, you know? 50% here, 25% here. I mean, that seems like a lot actually, 75% together. That seems like a ton. Next one you could kind of vote for. Slip partially into the Emerald Dream, becoming harder to detect. So basically, like everybody gets like stealth, and you can basically run past a lot of the mobs. Or you can pick up instead of dying, you get a cheat death for the zone. So it's kind of nice. As a time, especially if you have rested. Yeah, exactly. So like, if you just like don't do any of the world quests or any of the side quests, hey, Unarmed Planes has got a buff now, 75% more XP. Just go do all the side quests. You can probably just get to Wake Shore, or just go to Thaldraszus, take the portal, fly here, just do every single side activity for like 3 hours maybe, and go from like level 6 to 70 in no time. I imagine it's a lot of XP. Like hell, even 10% more XP with War Mode. I mean, players were zooming through the experience and hitting max level by like entrance of a Azure span, and you still had a whole chapters there, and then you had to Thaldraszus. So that was 10%. But like 75% in the area, that's a lot. So those are basically voted on every single time, and I guess like now they replace each other. So that's a little different than what it was. It used to be just like infinitely stacking buffs, and you could just have a bunch of them and just feel kind of godly. That was, the buffs isn't for me. It's always, I was cleaning up the areas every single quest. I mean, so what you can do, like if it's a brand new character, right? If you just started playing a character recently, right? Just got one for 10.17, decided, all right, I'm gonna pick up, I don't know, what class do you not have? Druid, Evoker. For you decide to mess out the train. Now I want to get into it. Brand new character. If the buff is up, do everything on that character. Unless you already have all the alts and already got the gear and everything. Unless you've already, I mean, if you have a bunch of alts, one of every class, and then you've done every side quest for every zone on those characters, then yeah. I feel like if you're on your main, if you're a geared main, the dream surges aren't really gonna do much for you except for like some of the cosmetics you can get. But if you have like an undergeared character, that's still worth going just for like world quests and stuff. And I'm sure that what I think they may even do, they may even increase the amount of like density of world quests and how often they refresh for the, because the dream surge is active for the entire week. So I imagine like if they always give you something to do in that zone, I mean that's pretty good in general, yeah. Just to deal with the difficulty, fair enough. Time to level lots, boys. Yeah, definitely save it for like 10.17 because again, this is just a random buff though. So this is like I got real lucky being in the zone. Base buff is 25% more XP in the zone. That's something you are to expect at all times. However, I'm sure players are gonna make like a week aura and make announcements whenever Dream Surge Learnings is up, and I'm sure everyone is gonna end up voting for it because like somebody voted for Dream Surge Green Walker, and I can go over here and I can just vote back towards the middle, and I can vote it towards the Dream Surge Hibernation. So basically everybody gets a vote, everybody gets one every time a buff is up. And I think the buffs, it looks like they're about here for an hour. Used to be you voted every 30 minutes for a buff, and they just kind of kept stacking. But I think they changed that. It looks like it's no longer like, because it used to be like an hour duration, or 2 hours, or like 5 hours, or some long number. And it's just like you'll be able to stack like one buff, the next one, the next one. Basically, the more time you spend in the zone, the more buffs you get. And I think they've adjusted that sense. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting. How's it going, Amazon Crime Time Crew? What's up, bro? How you doing, my man? Hope you having a good one. Just got home. What's up? I'm a Dix. If you having a good one, my guy. Dude, oh man. I told myself I was gonna try to see if I could finish Baldur's Gate tonight. My guy, I just did the Cazador fight. Oh, also doing the Raphael encounter. So good. I'm trying to be vague about it, but man, doing the Raphael thing. Oh, I didn't do that. That was the other night, but Cazador. The funniest thing happens in Cazador fight too, right? Because you know how Astarion is involved in that fight? Again, being vague. If Astarion is running a familiar, that familiar ends up switching sides, but you still have control of the familiar. So while while somebody in your party is taking their turn, or AFKing while it's still their turn, you have full control of the spider. It was hilarious. And then the game crashed when I tried doing that. I never saw him come back and just shut up. Back to really? Oh wow, really? Because okay, so I'm not gonna spoil it then, because there's so much more you can do with him. There's so much more you can do with that guy. Yeah, it's crazy. Because you get to go back to his mansion. That's about all I'm gonna say. It was insane though. It was crazy. Oh my god. I even beat the guy. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's dead. Totally. Yeah. 100%. Give the general get the chance to unlock Dream Combo Gaming. What'd you get? PPSH and a dog, a dream finally come true. I don't know what the relevances are of this, but it's a good looking doggo. That's about all I can say. Jake. Alright, let's get back to live. Let's get another key done, boys. But yeah, Dream Surge is going to be kind of sort of good. I was really hoping there would be a lot more class changes, honestly. This is me personally. Like, I'm just ready for like new meta. I'm a big fan of radical class changes. I know like not everybody enjoys them, because if you find a class you truly enjoy, and you got your meta class, right, and you're trying to push content, and then that class could potentially be nerfed or buffed or whatever, I'd be annoying. So I totally get it. but I'm a big fan of like constant changes, man. Dog a big tank for some reason. Yeah, I think wasn't that one of the classes in Remnant 2, like the dog one's supposed to be like for solo players, where the dog is supposed to be like either a healer or a tank, so you can have like a proper support, but you could play like not just like a solo player, but you could also have group val. I mean, I would just have no idea. That guy Ralph, one of you but was the hardest fights for me during the first playthrough. That guy, I mean, I just kind of talked into an early grave, honestly. This is why having a rogue in Baldur's Gate that's got a sharp tongue, it's nice, dude. I know I'm not as great at sneaking, I'm not as great as pickpocketing, right? But man, I don't have barely any charisma, but man, I ambush him. Really? So you even got the upper hand? Yeah. I can only imagine, man. I can only imagine, because he has all these minions and everything. Oh my god, dude, if you play through it and you play a charisma character, do the dialogue options with him. Just talk to that guy. It's so good. If you do another playthrough, do a charisma character like a paladin or something, and do like a talky character. There's so many cool dialogue options, man. I feel like it's so weird knowing that now that I know, like, now that I've done something that you haven't, I'm just like, oh my god, you gotta love it. You gotta love it, because I feel like a lot of the stuff I've done, I feel like you've already seen it, so it's just like I keep trying to compare my game versus yours. I'm like, I feel like we're just going by the same footsteps, but now that I know that I've been on a slightly different path, oh my god, you gotta love it, man, if you do it. Oh my goodness. Alright, chat, what do we do next? We did the mage. We can do the druid, take ourselves a bear, just go absolutely big dammy hammy. We can go paladin, this guy just got nice boots, I can take him out for a walk. We got warlock, we could do that. Rogue, we got that. Chat, what do you guys want to see? Priest? That's actually pretty fun from last week. I don't have a first time. This one making the character main character. Dude, I mean, charisma, you don't necessarily need charisma. It's just rogues and their proficiencies and how they can become expert in stuff. I basically just put my expertise into talking. And being a tiefling, specifically I think is Asmodeus tiefling, you also get thaumaturge, so deception, or yeah, I think it's deception checks and threatening people. You get an advantage in those. I feel like a nerd when I'm talking about like threatening checks and deception checks and advantages. God, dude. I gotta play D&D at some, like actual D&D, man. Hey, Dal, what's up, Goggles? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a wonderful, beautiful day, my guy. Yeah, Dogga can heal, tank, Aug Evoker. That's funny. That's funny. I wonder if they'll add more classes that are gonna be Aug. I feel like Aug has generally been like... Aug, I feel like, it's so weird, man. I feel like Aug has been successful. But then when you look at the comments, some of the community hate this thing completely. They can't handle it. Level Edger's Knight to level Tempest Priest, and rest in Lightning Sork and Mega Melee Thunder Mace Tank. Ooh, that's another thing I want to do, is do a Wizard and do like a specific subclass of Abjuration, because that apparently can be super tanky. That or go Necromancer. I kind of want to do a Necromancer run. Maybe like do a Dark Urge Necromancer. I also want to do like a Summoner build. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Oh my god, there's so much potential, dude. Last 2 weeks have not been have not made M+. No, dude, it's okay, man. It's all good. I didn't really get to do too many M+ last week either. Chat, what do we play next? Pally or Druid? Or what's another fun one? Hunter or Hunter. You know what? It's been a while, man. Maybe we do the Hunter. So much replay value. True. I feel like I want to do so much in Baldur's Gate 3, but like, even if the things you just like, as long as you don't save scum, even if there's things you miss, it just gives you like a reason to go another playthrough. Get careful with a mage. If you learn too much spells and scrolls, you can log the game. Really? If you learn too many, you actually, is it just like a bug? Is that an issue? Uh-oh. What do you mean, like before like you hit a certain level, like if you learn the spell ahead of time? Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, well, whatever the issue is, hopefully they'll fix it pretty quickly. So far, I've only had one single crash in like 100 hours I put in that game, which is ridiculous that I have 100. I don't know if it's counting my like I don't know if it's counting 100 hours like the official release, or if it's adding my like early preview hours as well. The 1 week in Corp on Palace by this week afflicted and raging. My healers are really battered. This week is at least it's Volcanic and Sanguine. It's really not that bad. Volcanic and Sanguine isn't bad. Let's get Paladin, man. When I hear the words Og, it reminds me of Aw, Fish and Carrot. Oh, yeah, I do know that. I do know. That's my favorite, dude. It's such a good video. Except what's sad, it's a kind of a sad video though, because what happens to the fish afterwards, it's not good. Yeah, the fish, it's a funny fish. It doesn't live long. It's actually kind of sad, honestly. The speed runners have come from BG3 in minutes 30 seconds and currently the best run in %. Oh, I gotta watch one of those. I kind of want to, but also I feel like I'm gonna do it once I beat the game because I just don't want to spoil anything. My god, dude. I didn't expect I would enjoy the game as much as I did, but it's amazing. That fish? No. Definitely live chat. Definitely live and well and swell and swimming in the ocean for years to come. He went to find Nemo. Don't worry. He's perfectly okay. Perfectly okay. Well, just bug by learning too many spells? No way. Oh, makes it impossible for a wizard to level up if they can't learn spells. Oh. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, that's something I'll think about. That seems like an oversight. But then again, like when I played through my wizard, I mostly learned most of my spells not through scrolls. I just kind of like unlocked them. And I picked up some of the other stuff that I wanted to. Like I didn't want to have a massive spell list to know all of them. But I guess it kind of makes sense logic-wise, but it's not ideal. Brackenhide? I think Brackenhide is not bad this week. We could probably set up for back. Yo, boys, you want to join me for Brackenhide? Matix, you want to join me for Brackenhide? I got a Brackenhide right now if you want to pop in. BTR, 6 weeks time walkers. Yeah, on BTR right now, no, they don't have the buff because you can't really test time walking BTR. Just not enough bodies. They did have like the holiday, the Hallow's End thing that people to test. I was able to get a group for one of those runs one time. But yes, that should be available once 10.17 arrives. I don't know for sure. I don't know exactly when, but it should ideally be there. What item level I'll join? You got like a decent enough item level, I'll take you. I don't really care. It's 17, it's my key. I'm the healer, we got a tank. We can take homies, show them away. Alright, I'll wait for my Tigs. And Jonathan, do you got like a 430 item level character or something close to that? I'm cool with that, honestly. Oh yeah, I saw Matt Mercer. Dude, I didn't realize Matt was there, man. Jonathan, gotcha. Oh, let's go. Yeah. Easy, I'll take it. Easy. Alright. Okay, hold on. Somebody's gonna have to go DPS. I guess we got a double Windwalker, yeah? Double Windwalker it is, dude. I like it. Windwalkers actually should be pretty solid when it comes to just raw AoE. Plus, please pick up anti-disease. We're gonna be the anti-disease squad, man. We're gonna be the hazmat unit tonight. Literally the hazmat unit for the Brackenhide dungeon, man. Let's do it, dude. No diseases ever. You see a disease, you dispel it. We're gonna be the cleanup crew, dude. What the hell? Oh, that's gonna be good. Alright, let me get another summon. Dude, I've been seeing a lot more Nightborn recently. I've been going a lot more Nightborn myself on my characters, but man, dude, the amount of Nightborn I've seen, I'm okay with it. They look so good. I'm a big fan of like the Horde Night Elves. Let's go, man. Worst racial in the game, but one of the best looking out there, dude. My god. Alrighty. Do I have any potions? I do. I don't have any what are they called? Glyphs, but it's okay. Or runes. I mean, people didn't like doing the achievement. I think that's what it is. You might be right. Yeah, now that you just can unlock him just for doing the quest for Nightborn, you could just play them. You don't need to do the long achievement. I think it's awesome. If they were to ever replace Blood Elves, I'd be happy, honestly. We've had way too many Blood Elves so far. When we had a bit of variety, I'll be okay with it. By the way, this class is insane. The Glimmers, oh, they feel good. Alright, ready, check. Let's see what we get out of here. Oh, you're waiting for Fat Man Food. What a good name, man. Alrighty, pull. Go new build. Go for it. I'm perfectly good with that. Hold on, let me see if I can. I'll show you guys the skip you can do. A little skip for you boys. It doesn't make a big difference, but it's okay. It's pretty fun. Okay, so if you have a water mount like an Otchuk, you can just swim under the shield. You can just like save yourself a couple of seconds. Except when you do this, when you fall off the side, that doesn't save you any seconds. But it is a plan. You can do something like that, something silly like this. Oh, I like the big pull here, actually. Let me do one of these. Do a big heal. I'm gonna give the mage a buff here. Oh, that's not good. Oh god. I'm trying to keep you guys alive as best I can. Oh, we're plenty. Oh god, he just ate you. Yeah, that's where a blind would have been amazing, huh? But I'm not good at my mage at all.
Run.
Oh god. Yeah, they just eat people. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to do something. I really can't help you with them at all. I'm not that great at a paladin. I can't really save you like this. I'm just keeping myself healthy. Just healthy and just out of range. That's all I'm doing. I have like 424 item level, so I guess maybe that's it. I'm just, as you can see, I'm just keeping like myself out of range just to maintain my healing more than anything. So I'm definitely not going to be like the most useful H paladin compared to some of the other guys out there. Hey Dad, what's up, John? How you doing, my man? How you doing, son? Hope you did the homework for the day. Johnny boy. Johnny boy. Oh god, man, that is so good. Hold on. Disease, dispel him. Also, I feel like it should be in melee more than anything, huh? Oh god. Do a big kill. Maybe get around. Nice. Oh yeah, I gotta go get that other guy. I probably should have been doing the all the treasures, or not the treasures, all the cages. That's my fault. Thank you, Tank. Appreciate you. Anti-disease team. We're gonna COVID-19 came out, dude. Yeah, exactly, dude. With a hazmat unit, man. With a hazmat unit, we're gonna get all the diseases, man. What is it, CDC or whatever? Oh, he's pulling quite extra. I know I'm almost never pull those guys over there. Is that like a new strat? It actually might be. I should be stunning more aggressively though. Because I'm just watching the health bars more than anything. It's pretty common actually. Watch CDC, exactly, dude, exactly. Like, should I be in range or should I be in melee? I don't really know. I feel like I should be in melee so I can Crusader strike just for the Crusader. I feel like I should be a little more aggressive. But I feel like also just keeping it in range just helps out a ton. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'll just do what's comfortable. How do you normally play Paladin, boys? You just get in there? You just get in, just all the way in there? Or do you just like hang back? me see if we can dispel him real quickly. God, they're that quick. Oh my god, the monks are doing so much damage, dude. Look at that. Monks are so good. I feel like I should see more monks in Mythic Pluses just in general. Because they're not terrible. Didn't we do this dungeon last week too? I remember like kind of struggling with the mobs. Like the bosses were really, really easy. But everything else was kind of like, whatever. I feel like now it's going to be a flip side. Because mobs this time around don't feel nearly that bad. But as just a difference, I think, with Tyrannical and 45 probably. Also, I feel bad whenever I'm like Captain Resources. What do you guys do? If any of you paladins, what do you do when you're Captain Resources? Do you just like Word of Glory nothing? Or do you just like, just hold on to your 5 holy power and just like wait until somebody actually needs healing and just throw someone else? Or do you actually play like that shield ability? What do you guys do? I'm more or less interested. Try to see if we can hit him with that. There we go. Oh, what? He's so far away. Hold on, I got him. Shocks, dude. Oh my god. Imagine if Denounce was back as a PvE ability. Just with holy power. That'd be my spender. How cool would that be, man? How cool would that be? Okay, we're gonna have to give everybody big heals here. Big heals. Oh. I love it. Is he gonna hit? Who's he on? What are you on? Okay. Not a Paladin Forge can't help. Okay. That's all good. Because you guys play like a variety. Usually somebody out here knows. But it's okay. I'm just gonna do what's comfortable. Can't be that bad. Also, do you bubble this? Is it worth bubbling? Or do you just like let your team just like do the totem? Maybe I do bubble it. I feel like I do bubble it. There we go. Totem. Yeah, nobody else was really hitting totem. Big heal. Big heal. Oh, I actually don't have anything with this. So wait, yeah, I do. Get a melee with you. I'm gonna bop you. Taking a lot of damage there, friend. Are you more monks above? I don't even know who to give buff to. What's up, Dallas? Are you healing? Haven't tried the red yet, dude. Red? Yeah, I haven't tried red at all. I need to play red more, a lot more red. Just Holy Paladin is really good right now, and it's so much easier to get into keys as this thing. It wasn't my keys, so maybe I should have just played red, honestly. But red, I mean, I played it like, what is it, a couple of weeks ago, before the Holy Pally buffs, and it plays so good, man. Definitely a recommend. An easy melee recommend. It's just solid. Also, I don't really know if we really need this buff, because we could just dispel ourselves with cleanses, but use it. Might as well, right? Pop yourself a personal cleanse, and if you get redotted again, use another one. That's what I would do. Big pull, big pull, big pull, big pull. Come on, tank, let's go. Give you a lay on, not a lay on hands, hand of freedom. If we could just stay on the big tree, man, and keep all of you alive, I think we'll be fine. Breath. Okay, we got that. Okay, big heal. Big heal. Probably big damage. Okay, you guys get a heal whenever you do damage. That works out. I'm gonna dispel the bear. Trying to be a little bit more careful with the cast that he does. There we go. Actually kicked it that time. Other one, I think I barely kicked it at the very, very tail end, though. Also, let me get one of these here. That heal is actually huge. Oh my god, it's so good. I do like this ability to Hand of Divinity. Makes you next to Holy Lights, instant cast, and heal for 80% more, cost 50% less mana. Like, that's so good, man. That is so good. Also might want to use my the cooldowns here, because I'm still sitting on Aura Mastery. When will I actually start using that regularly? Gonna Necrotic Breath and Lashers. Oh wait, I also have Tear Deliverance. I should use that as well. I just have a lot of cooldowns I should be using pretty regularly, honestly. Go drop one of these down. Spell you so you can actually play the game. Someone Lashes, that means he's going to be doing the cast here in a second. Got it. Just actually predictable. I do like learning. That's my favorite part I think about dungeons. It's just like learning what every single enemy does. Just like seeing a pattern. And I feel like the more clear they are with these patterns, the better dungeons overall feel. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't like it when a mob just is completely just random in what they do. I think I've like appreciate like almost like predictability of a dungeon a lot more than before. Look at the big guy. Okay. I give the mage like a big go. Give him a bit of spell. Expand myself real quickly.
Watch your step.
Cleanse the bear. Cleanse myself. Is this a Hand of Freedomable? No, it's not. I was thinking it was a slow. Do you think it's going to be a new playable race expansion? I mean, honestly, if they added a whole new spec into the game, anything is possible, really, yeah? That's how I view it. I don't think it's likely, but it'd be cool to see. I think it'd be awesome to see. Not that heal. I don't think it's going to be a playable race. If anything, I could see them maybe do like allied races again. Or if anything, I could see maybe by the end of the expansion, maybe open up augmented evokers to more than just like the classes they're given. I could see something like that. But I don't think they would add like another race unless they decide to do like allied races again. I think that's the only way I could see like another playable race anytime soon, honestly. Not that I wouldn't want to see one, it's just like realistically I just don't really know what they would add. Unless, like, what would they pull from? Unless they make like playable Tuskar, and then it's like, honestly, I'd like it. I'd want to see that. I don't think it'll happen just because I just don't really see Tuskar as like something that would do, unless it was like just for fun or like as a joke. But like Tuskar would be cool. I just don't think it would be real. I just don't really know if they have the skeletal structure to be able to fit like what players play and like classes and all the animations and whatnot. They have like a handful of them, but they make Kulturans work, and Kulturans do adapt to them because they started off with like very, very limited skeleton, and then they just added more stuff with them, and that kind of seemed to have worked. Holy Power is unfairly powerful. I do feel like I'm pretty strong at a 424 item level. Like my monk definitely does not feel nearly this strong at all. Like playing Mistweaver, right? Definitely not even close. I do feel like they're pretty powerful. I do agree with you on that. I do think they're very, very mana hungry as of recently, though. Let me buff you. But yeah, definitely not like a slide against Paladins or anything. They're definitely very, very good. Definitely very, very good. Oh my god, you actually did like 128k. What the? Hold on, that's mostly single target too. Unless you were just all AoE there. That might have been all AoE. I'll need to take a look at it. It's gonna be on me. Sorry. But yeah, no, paladins do feel fantastic. Like, I do hope they'll find better like balance between healers, because more viability for healers and M+ in particular would be awesome. But yeah, Pallies do feel like they're kind of above other classes, even like with some of the nerfs I've given. Again, I'm so sorry. That's twice that I've gotten the monk hit, man. Twice now. I'm gonna just say, like, I don't even know, over here maybe. I just want to be in front of any DPS because that's twice now, dude. Twice. What am I in combo with? Tell me I didn't attract one of those stealthy mobs? No, we're chilling. Sometimes you end up walking by and those stealthy mobs are just chasing after you, and they're just like somewhere stealth, and they get an aggro, but like they just never really reach you. I was hoping we didn't get bugged out. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, that's always like nerve-rattling. Like, it probably won't be that bad if we pulled him, but you just don't want to be that guy messing up. You know what I mean? If it's me messing up, I don't want to do it. Don't make me mess up. By the way, watch out with the dogs here. They're kind of terrifying. If you get bitten, you're probably just gonna take a lot of damage. Like him right here. I guess if it's a tank, it's fine. Oh god. No need for nerfs, just make the other heals better. That's also a good approach. Honestly, I kind of appreciate that approach more than anything, because I don't think you really need to make classes weaker. Just make like classes that are not doing super well stronger. I kind of agree with that. I do feel like there's definitely some like end scaling that will probably be an issue down the line. But I feel like being able to like let other healers catch up at the very least. You know, let the paladin set a new standard and then just all the other healers. I think that's probably a better way of going about it. Oh, okay. That hurts. Oh, he had a thing on him. I didn't realize he had a hyena on the guy. How are you doing 200k DPS? What is going on? Is that just from earlier with all the other mobs? You're just doing 200k DPS. Oh god. Okay, that's my fault. Okay, hold on. We can... Not what I meant to press. We can res ya. You'll be fine. There we go. Sorry about that. Just as soon as they bite you, you just like bleed out so fast. Look, because they got to hit you with the feeding frenzy, right? And then there's a snare and trap. And there's a melee. Oh, that's what it was. It was melee. I think it was melee one, melee another. Or snare and trap gotcha, and then it was a melee. Because that felt really, really quick. I thought it was just all bite. At least it looked like it was all bite. Oh, my friends, by the way. Hopefully the bear is aware.
Watch your step.
Yeah, we could probably pull. Yeah, I was about to say we could probably pull both of them, honestly. Because these guys are not that terrifying.
Watch your step.
If they do any buffs though, I do hope they'll also take a look at DPS as well. Like if they were to go like the route of, oh, instead of nerfing classes, let's just buff the classes that are underperforming. If that's what they do, I do hope they take a look at every class that's like not super giga big meta class. Okay, that doesn't work apparently. Spell this guy as soon as possible. He's gonna get retargeted. It's okay, I got you. It'll take me a second, guy, but I could definitely get you. Oh yeah. Oh wait, no, somebody got you. Oh, just retarget him. That's toxic, literally and figuratively. Wait, you're healing with two-handed weapon? So I ended up getting lucky from Mythic Pluses, and I picked up the Ancestral Stone Shaper. It's from M+. It's from this dungeon actually. It's a haste mastery mace, two-handed. And Holy Paladins do have specialization into two-handed weapons as part of like your weapon repertoire. That hurt.
Watch your step.
That's my fault, really. I mean, from the days of like what? Legion. That was your weapon. That was your artifact weapon back then. It was a two-handed sword. It's pretty good. Or two-handed mace, rather. So this thing is just another two-handed mace. Give a buff. Ooh, I love that healing of Prism. I never really get to play with Prism up until this tier set. I kind of like it though. Like the AoE heal it does is actually kind of solid. Plus the holy power. But I think that's like, it's buffed up by tier 2, isn't it? I don't think it's like the native version of it even does anywhere near that. I haven't got to play Legion. Dude, Legion was really, really good. For the best expansion BFA. Started with the best? Wait, is that like you joking? Or is that like legit like you like BFA a lot? Because I'm glad if you did. I'm glad if that's the case for you. BFA did have some fun in there. Corruptions, people did enjoy those. And I feel like if you enjoyed like infinite grinds, the AEP was pretty good for that. It just felt like you had always like a goal that you could just keep chasing like infinitely. Best expansion one, Copium? No. I mean, for somebody that might have actually been really good. You know, maybe you really enjoyed the islands. And they were fun. You know, like I'm not gonna threat. I think the idea... Wait, are you playing Beam? I'm sorry? He is playing Ray of Frost. He's like mostly single target, I guess. Alright. God, bears make this dungeon look so easy. Oh, I literally don't have to heal this guy like ever. Except for like the one mechanic. Look, he's just healing himself more than I am healing. I'm almost got beaten by Sanguine healing. Like I'm not having to heal anybody at all. Bears, man. That's a decent neck. It's not the greatest, but like way bigger item over than what I got. And it's a hero. Oh, so I can actually take it to 441. That actually might be worth. I don't think it's the best stats, but it's pretty decent. And that's my new M+ build. Wait, this actually looks really, really good then. Spinning crane, blackout kick? What is this build you're running? What is different about this thing? Hold on a second. So it's like a Sky Touch build with Invoker's Delight. Transfer of power, so I guess you just Fist of Furying. But you're building up with blackout kick and rising sun kicks. So you're mostly trying to cleave whenever possible, yeah? Unless you like absolutely have to with Spinning Crane. Interesting. Not BDB. Huh. I might need to mess around with it then. I'll think a mage. There was people saying Kata was the best expansion. I'd say it was one of the worst expansions, in my personal opinion. Cataclysm, it's hard for me to judge it just because like it's my first expansion. So that one was like pretty bad. But I would never say that because it was my baby. It was my first expansion. I could never say anything bad about it, you know? Your first expansion, I think you can almost never say anything bad about it because it was your first experience into WoW. And the first time playing WoW is the best time playing WoW. Like when you're just a noob, brand new. The world is massive. It is expansive. You're sinking crazy amount of hours into it, right? It can never be bad. Even if it was like objectively bad, you know, But there's people out there who love Shadowlands, but for them, Shadowlands was like literally their first expansion. So it's not like you really have much to compare against, but also you sunk a crazy amount of hours because you were just like enthralled by the world. So, you know, BC and Legion are the best for me. From the ones that I played, Legion is definitely top tier for me. Definitely top tier. I feel like depending on how Dragonflight goes, it could be in that same level. If we get a crazy good content for 10.2, 10.3, right? They start cranking stuff out after this month, because I'm guessing this month is just going to be like a Baldur's Gate month, and towards the tail end is going to be Bethesda game. Crap. It's not Fallout, but Fallout in space. Like Skyrim, but like future. God, what's the name? I'm so bad, dude. Chat, help. The next Bethesda one. What is it? Cold Dominance? Oh, so that's what you're running out with. Oh, Starfield, that's the one. Thank you. Yes, I feel like it's just going to be a Starfield and BG3 month of August. And then hopefully by then Blizzard Lake with September 5th start cranking out new stuff. Bring back BFA. I can't wait for Classic to get BFA. Dude, Classic Legion is going to be weird, but I'm excited. I don't think they'll do more Classic after like maybe Cataclysm, but depending how like well it goes, maybe they'll do like a Cata, but revamp Cata. BFA, Shadowlands, and Dragonflight. I love the most BFA out of all the three. Yeah, I guess like if you started back in BFA and you play BFA, Shadowlands, and Dragonflight, I can see why BFA would be like your favorite. For sure. Just playing Preservoker. Is there any macros that can help out? BC Baby right here is so much fun. So there is a macro that can help, at least for me. So the macros I like to use, I like to combine like my combat abilities, my damage ability, and a healing ability into a single keybind. Where if I'm targeting an enemy and I use a mouse over to heal, right? I use this for Paladin as well. Like if you look at my bars, if I'm targeting an enemy, my abilities are combat abilities. But if I'm targeting like an ally like myself, some of them will change to healing abilities. So like my Hammer of Wrath will become Word of Glory, my Judgment will become Flash Heal, my Crusader Strike will become Holy Light, and like Holy Shock will just change. It'll either go to like damage, but if I mouse over it just will heal me. So there are some things that you can do as a healer in general if you want to save the amount of keybinds, but then you have to have a brain that's perfectly fine. Like mouse over, press the key, it's a heal. No mouse over, damage. And if you're fine like having to target with your mouse, if you're comfortable with that, that's something now that I use and it helps me out a ton. I feel like I just save so much space on the keyboard and I can optimize my abilities and damage fairly quickly. Like I can just make fast-paced decisions if that is your preferred. If you like mouse over macro heals, I feel like that ends up being very, very helpful. But for AUG Evoker specifically, when it comes to macros, I guess I would have made normally like a Living Flame heal and damage, but honestly you probably don't even want to press Living Flame as a heal at all. Like that would be like last emergency heal. Usually you'll just do that for damage to fish for procs, so you don't necessarily need macros as AUG. I will say this though, making a cursor macro as augmentation can be useful though, especially for like deep breath or like the Healy breath or whatever, right? Or preservation rather. So augmentation, preservation just works out either way. So the macro that I have for all my classes is a cursor macro. Where is it? It is a, if I find it, maybe we can like find like a, there we go. So like Cannibal Barrage, man, what an old ability. And you remember that from Legion? Literally you would just like raise your weapon and cannons would fire. Like cannonballs would just drop wherever pointed. It was kind of neat. It did no damage though. It was a talent. It did no damage. It was never worth it. So Cannibal Barrage, you basically cast, open bracket, at cursor, close bracket, open bracket, close bracket. Feels redundant. It just needs to work. It just needs to be there just to work. And then you press your ability. And if you use like your deep breath ability or your Healy breath ability, basically what this allows you to do is you can point to where you want the ability to go. Like let's say if I could just, let me just hop on my augmentation real quickly, just because like I could just show you. It just makes it like the whole like choosing where to fly a little bit easier, unless you like seeing the actual reticle, right? If you just know like, oh, there's a bunch of allies over here and I just want to fly through them very quickly and heal them, instead of having to do the move where you say you hit the ability, you get this reticle, and then you have to double click. If you're more or less comfortable with like your range of your ability, you could just like hit him with a your keybind. It skips the whole thing and just goes flying immediately. That I think can be kind of useful. Besides that, for augmentation or preservation, let me look up to see if like any websites recommend like any kind of macros for them. Let me just look, because there might be some stuff that I miss. They usually would have like the really important stuff. Most of those guide websites like ICVans or Wowhead would usually have it. Let me see if there's anything that's useful. Because a lot of them are generic, right? Like mouse over Emerald Blossom kind of deal. Yeah, no, just macros is they only have like Emerald Blossom just so you can like mouse over people and make it easier. And I guess you gotta play it for all your heal abilities. So nothing crazy there. Maybe like Wowhead has something good. Because some of the websites have more info than others. It all depends who's writing them. Or they have like info that the other guy might have not thought of. So use click healing. Yeah, honestly, if you use click healing and if that's your preferred method, do with what feels more comfortable. But if you look at that macro and you're like, whoa, that's kind of cool, give it a try. If it piqued your interest, give it a try. Because then you might enjoy it. But if you're so used to click healing everything, I think you'll be fine. Like as long as you're, it just skips like that, like, because it skips that aiming period, which means like it doesn't let you like aim ahead of time, but it lets you make quick second decisions immediately. As Outlaw with grapple hook, it is amazing. You just, if you're just getting knocked back by I guess any shaman at this point, it used to be elemental only, knocked back from lumbermill, and you can grapple hook fast enough, being able to skip that left clicking part, just start spamming my keybind for Shift E, and just looking for a good spot. I can send my hook mid-air and reel myself back in so fast, it is crazy. The reaction time makes a difference, and I having to like click, start clicking, or hit the keybind, and then that's like the worst clicking sound ever. But you get what I mean, right? Click, trying to click yourself to safety and just miss it, just because you just by half a second didn't hit it fast enough. It just makes it so much faster. That depends on the class though too. Is there really no macros? Am I just okay? Macros and add-ons. Hold on. And Wowhead. How to make a macro? Mouse over healing macros. Oh, it's kind of like this then. Yeah, so it's basically the same. Substitute echo for any targeted health spell killed. You want to use mouse over in area spells. Combining cooldowns and trinkets. Yeah, so they basically just have like, oh, when you target an enemy, it's a damage ability. When you target an ally, it's a healing ability. So basically the macro that I was talking about, but nothing special for preservation. It's just a lot of abilities. What I would do for preservation is figure out what kind of like empowerment abilities you have. Like, do you want to do hold and release or press and tap, right? So press and tap would be like, let's say you want to hit fire breath, right? I guess I don't really have a lot of enemies here, do I? But let's say you want to hold fire breath. You hold it down, and then I'll release when I want it to go. So I'm basically just releasing, holding, then releasing. But if you do like the, what is it, press and tap, that might be a little bit better, where you just like press the ability and it won't go off until you tap it again. So tapped it, gonna build, tap it again, and then it goes up or goes off. So that you will have to figure out which one you prefer as your evoker. One might be better than the other. I have no idea. I would just do whichever one feels more comfortable, whichever one makes sense in your head. You want to just like hit the ability and then tap it again to release it, or just like hold it and then release it when you want it out. You know? Macro for prescience and aug. That's a good one. Yeah, so I guess you would macro it for aug. He would say mostly preservation though, not augmentation. But yeah, I guess if you're playing aug, I feel like in dungeons you don't need to. Just let prescience auto target because it'll be fine. It'll always prioritize DPS anyway, unless you're literally not in range. It's better just put on cooldown, in my opinion. In a raid, yes, you probably would want to macro it. So you could do like a mouse over. That, or if you have like two allies, you know that you're going to be presciencing the whole fight, right? Discuss with them. Then just make a macro for like target that person, prescience. Then target that person, prescience. And you could probably make it a cast sequence, honestly, right? There's like first time you press it, it'll buff one guy. Second time you press it, it'll buff the other guy. And as long as you're within range of them, you should be able to prescience them every single time. And it should never be an issue. But I get disappointed because I won't be on a main retail character. Can't wait for Legion Classic to come out. I'm all the reason to play it though. When we made stronger classes of weapons, skins. Oh yeah. That'd be cool if like you could just earn it on Legion Classic and get it in a retail. I feel like so many people would play just for that, man. Because that'd be cool. That definitely would be cool. Chat, I think we have time for another dungeon. Which one do we want to do? I thought I would just call it early. Because I do have a raid later tonight. I'm kind of hoping I'm not in for a lot of the fights, dude. I just want to take it easy. They apparently added more data mine, more Scholarman stuff. So maybe we'll be able to go back to like an older Scholarman's. There's a dungeon encounter with a Blood Mage Thalnos. Are they making Scholarman's like an M+, or maybe like a... Because I'd love for them to be an M+ activity or something. I think it'd be awesome. I'm done for the night. I forgot some clearing to do. Put it off. Cleaning to do? Dude, gotta do it, man. You gotta do it at some point, man. You know what I mean? Might as well save the weekends for gaming. Just do the weekdays and just get that stuff out of the way. Appreciate you for coming by, my Tukes. Good build, by the way. I do want to give monks another go, like Windwalk specifically, because I love Mr. Mistweaver. Dude, yeah, Mage Tower was so good though, man. I don't know, chat, how do you feel about like those limited time like items, like limited time Mage Tower weapons and stuff, right? Like I got my blades here, my rapiers, my whatever we call them. I guess it's a rapier, right? That's about as close as I can get it. Like a fencing blade, a Three Musketeers blade with the bell and everything. It looks so good though. It's like a fencing blade. How do you feel about stuff like this, man? Just being exclusive. I hate limited time stuff. I always kind of like liked it. Like, don't hate me. Don't hate me. I know you probably like, there's probably like a couple of thoughts you have, especially if you've been on Twitter. Let me explain. Cutlasses. Oh, that's a pretty good word. Yeah, cutlass would work. Whatever fits better, I guess. I always thought that stuff was like unique, and that rarity, the fact that you can't get it again, makes it like more valuable. And it's like, it's gonna sound like almost, like the more I think about it, the more I sound like an NFT bro, in a way, right? It's just like, oh, it's so valuable, but it's like a perceived value. But I guess no, these things are valuable because it was something that people had to unlock back during an expansion. And like most expansions have those items, right? Every time you play an expansion, you usually have some kind of a relic that you keep with you. That relic is no longer obtainable, but you get to keep it. And that makes it cool, that makes it unique, that makes it like interesting. And whenever I see somebody else with like challenge mode gear for like Pandaria or the challenge mode weapons from WoD, like I marvel at it, but I never felt like jealous to be like, oh, I want it. It's more like, man, I wish I would have played then. I wish I would have like committed. And it just makes me like feel like I want to take the opportunity in the current expansions with what I have now to get the things that I want, right? Take that extra step, take that extra leap. So I'm not like at the end of the day sitting there thinking, man, I wish I had this thing back from that one expansion or another. Anytime buddy Windwalk is feeling pretty good this week, may do some later, but BG3 so I can play their Call of Me. Bro, we still gotta do that the 3 group thing we were doing, because that throw barb, I kind of want to do it again. I'm surprised how well it's working. It seems broken, and I feel like it's just gonna scale so much harder because I'm not even like at the apex of my strength. I'm only gonna get stronger, and then you can get like and what I can even do later, dude, what I can do later is you can get gloves that just increase eventually. So I did this thing, I don't know if you did it or not. I think actually you might have not, but there's these gloves you can get that increase your strength to 23 flat. So if you have 0 strength and you wear them, 23 strength, just because. So you can just like spec out of strength, get 23, put all the points into dex, get yourself some heavy armor, or maybe get like armor and maybe like do feats to get even more value out of dex, or strength gloves, put int, play Eldritch Knight, full int, 23 strength gloves. Like, it's actually so insane. I did that every Saturday, dude. It's so fun, man. It's so fun. Yeah, but I wonder like for a barb, I guess like you don't really need that much strength, honestly. I don't really think dex would help you either, just because I think you end up using strength over dex for like damage, but like maybe it'll be good defensively. Actually, it'll probably be insane defensively. How did you think about it? There's definitely some stuff you can do. But yeah, I wonder, I feel like if they were to bring back like unique stuff like artifact weapons, I feel like what they should do is like the Mage Tower Fell Werebear, right? You still have the original Werebear skins, but now you can go back and get the Fellware Bear. It's so unique, but like, it's similar to the other ones, but not quite. It's not quite the OG, but it's just as cool as the OG, but like different than the OG. And I think that's neat, where you have like another way for people to obtain something similar, but not exactly the same. My thoughts about it is it should not make it limited. Hard to get for sure, but keep it challenged, not so limited. Okay, so I would kind of agree if they did that for like everything, you know what I mean? Like, if they, like, I'm not against, like, because who wouldn't want to go back and get like some of the elite sets from seasons, like, for PvP, for like some of the older expansions, or go back and get like the challenge mode armor. I feel like those items in some way would kind of depreciate, which would be kind of sad, but at the same time everybody will also be able to get their hands on it, which also would be like a gain. So in a way it's like a positive and a negative, but it all depends how you look at it. I look at it as like, well, these things I think would kind of depreciate in like uniqueness and coolness, but also more people would have access to them, so I guess they would be pretty happy. So I guess it's like a, again, gain and a loss in a way. That's how I look at it, but it's not like a, I don't want you guys to look at it like as a bad thing. It's just like, I don't know, it's just, I guess it's a made up value in my head, but I kind of like how an item is being unique. And it's just like, maybe I'm just used to it, you know? But it would be cool if more people could have access to it and just be able to have stuff because they really, really want it. So I'm not exactly against it. I feel like the way you would do it, personally, I like the temporal burdens ensemble featuring chromium mortuary shoulder armor. Wait, is that new armor stuff? Or is it just like Mog? Oh, the shoulders. Oh, cool. Yeah, so they're adding like these like sandy shoulders. Similar to like what Zorma has on his shoulder. Like there's sand in there. I guess it's pretty cool. That'd be kind of nice. I feel like if they do end up doing like any one of those things where if they do bring back any of the old items, I hope they don't bring like only some of them, like only the Mage Tower, but then keep it like the Misapandari gear and the weapons from WoD exclusive. Like either all of it is exclusive or all of it is available. You know what I mean? Like if everyone has access to all of it, I think it's fair. But if they were to just bring like only the Mage Shower skins, but then keep the Misapandari stuff exclusive on WoD exclusive, then I'd be like, well, either all of it is good or none of it is, you know? Imagine a bear customization, make a bear for this. Oh, I don't know. I can't really imagine it. What would it look like, Coggles? Just like techno parts? Are you talking about like a Mechanome bear or something? I have to play around with the satchel bombs. We do, dude. Yeah, that video that you linked. There's actually some real cool stuff there. And then the, what is it? The owl bear leap with enlarge. I do want to mess around with the ability of enlarge. I think that could be really cool. I haven't even thought about it whatsoever. That is so neat. Man, that's so good. Oh my god. Yeah. That is so good. Chat, are we doing more? Are we Dunsky? I'm kind of feeling like Dunsky, man. Today's been like a really, really tiresome day for me. I've been tired the entire time, but I had a lot of fun hanging out with you boys, and I got a raid later tonight too. So maybe let's just take it easy, just to make sure I can stream tomorrow, yeah? We'll just probably do even more keys tomorrow, and then we'll have a break Thursday. I think tomorrow we'll just go a little bit longer. I don't know, it's kind of like more FFF14 system when it comes to stuff like that. The harder raids called Ultimate, even though they come with a multiple expansion before challenging. Ooh, okay, so I will agree with you on that. I think Final Fantasy is a lot better at keeping like those difficult content difficult because of the scaling that they do. Because like certain, so the game, a lot of the classes in that game, from what I understand, I mean, I played it a little bit. I mean, they changed classes recently now, but for the longest time, what they did is kind of like vanilla into TBC into Wrath class progression. Classes just are getting new stuff for future levels. And when you're doing like old content, like certain abilities that you couldn't have back during the old content, they're just gone. So you have to play your class how it was back then. Basically reverts the class back to how it was. And then you can revert the content to the same difficulty, minus the gear necessary. Or I guess like maybe gear skills or whatever. If they could somehow find a way to add difficulty to that scaling content, right? So you can have the same like difficulty of earning those things, earning those items. Like if they were to bring back the same difficulty of Mage Tower when it first released. Or I guess like, yeah, I guess so. Gotta be cool with it. I mean, I just don't know if they can really do like difficult content with time walking. I think it's been really difficult for them. I'm sure they would have done it. Like they would have brought back Lich King, like the OG Lich King, the original, and just like all the older raid fights and make them as difficult as they were back then. But it's just like the game has evolved so much. Like players have gotten better. The content is also not as like simplified. Mechanics are not superly overly complex from back in the day either. They've only gotten more complex recently. Where I think FF kind of like started off on the more difficult side of challenging content when they got like the revamp or whatever, right? They were already looking at like what WoW was becoming in terms of the difficulty, and then we're already designing dances. You have good classes to get new skill and stuff and level sync. Into ultimate raids, level 50, so you get synced down to 50 with a spell on accessible level 50. Yeah, I just don't know how WoW would be able to do that just because the classes have changed so much. Like, what abilities would you give a class to make raids challenging, right? Let's say like you wanted to bring back like Mage Shower, or no, let's say Mr. Pandaria challenge mode dungeons, right? However many dungeons there were that you had to do, I think like 8, 12 of them or whatever, in order to be able to unlock your full set. What abilities, what scaling would you give to classes? Would they be like level 35, level 40, 20? What talents would be allowed to be, you know, you would have to basically like rethink about, because our classes change a lot. You wouldn't be able just to bring them like back to what they were like in Mr. Pandaria. You'd give him Mr. Pandaria like feel, Mr. Pandaria talents, Mr. Pandaria abilities. You would have to basically like go back and redesign it to make it almost like a whole new bit of content. Same dungeon as it was back then, but finding ways to like make it difficult for players and make it challenging using scaling. And I feel like in time walking, they usually just like take like a just like scaling of everything, the mobs, the health, the levels, and the gear, and they're just gonna have one single knob. Like think of it like a big knob, like for in the car, like turn up volume on up, but it's like a big one, and then just turn all the way down. Take the one big knob, turn it to the left, all the way down, and everything gets scaled. And I don't know if they can really do like difficulty and fine-tuning things to make it as challenging as it was like back then. So you could like really do the same, like do the same content, keep it as difficult, and still have that feeling of accomplishment, you know? I almost feel like they would have to like, almost like go class by class and basically preset, this is a set of talents you can run in this dungeon if you want to try to do it. And in that dungeon, this dungeon, basically would have to have somebody go and like preset it for every single class or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah, no WoW from level 1 to we got back down to suggest maybe a hard difficulty, maybe harder to kill, etc. I feel like maybe. I mean, they were able to kind of like do something. I think it would just take a lot of effort. They probably could do it. Like they were able to bring that back the Mage Tower. It took them a lot of balancing to get it down. And at the very beginning, Mage Tower was harder. Nowadays, it's easier because of the talents. So a lot of the people can go back to the Mage Tower and get it done like immediately. And it's really not that bad. As long as you got a couple of good attempts in there. Because talents do make it a pretty big difference there. But I think they would just need to find a way to like test it and tune it to make it a challenging content. Like it just basically you would have to do time walking, scaling, but then would have to like a lot of like the micromanagement of like the time walking, the mechanics, how hard everything hits. Or maybe it would have to make everything do percentage damage, right? Maybe that's what they could do. All the abilities would just have to do percentage damage. So then you would be able to make everything kind of hit as hard as it needs to be. Maybe like if an enemy attacks and does a mechanic to a DPS, it does 60% of the health and damage. But a tank, it'll maybe do like 10 or whatever. But then you would have to do some kind of like uniform scaling. But that's a lot of effort. That means somebody actually has to go in and think about how to do it and all that. It wouldn't be easy. Like if that's something they could do in a week, I think they would. I just don't think they'll be able to see it. But there might also be more elegant solutions than that too. Like maybe raising the difficulty of that dungeon to our current level. Kind of what they did for like seasonal dungeons, right? Like what they did with Mythic Pluses this season. That's another way of going about it too. I don't know which one would be better. Time walking would be better. Yeah. I don't disagree. Like being able to give players the same or very, very similar challenge to what people experienced back then, to let players like properly earn this gear, earn those pieces. I'm not against it. I think that'll actually be more for it if it was like there was a challenge involved with it. Because I think then it will be like a goal and players band together and then you overcome this challenge and you get this thing that you want. Yeah. Because I'm a big fan of like making things challenging, you know. But if it's appropriate amount of challenges, it should be appropriate amount of reward, you know. I'm perfectly cool with that. Yeah, I think that would be cool if they were to bring that back. Then I think then you wouldn't have like the same feeling, or at least I wouldn't have that same feeling of like, oh man, now all these items are like easily accessible and everybody has them, because it still is a challenge, so they don't really lose their value. So you keep it like everybody technically has an opportunity for it. They're not like a given, but you have an opportunity to get it without like making some players feel like some of these things are devalued. Yeah, I just don't know if they would be able to. It's just a lot of effort. It's nobody will think of that and smart enough. I don't think it's nobody smart enough for that. I think they're probably like, I don't know. I feel like they probably have to deal with a lot of like oversight, right? And decision making. Like it's probably because I know there's a lot of creative people over at Blizz, and I imagine there was at least one person who would love to just like take like a year or two just to work on that kind of system and then have something ready like in 2 years. But it's just, they probably would like look at somebody, they'll probably go to like a higher up and they'll probably be told like, yeah, it's not really a profitable move, let's just do something else instead. You know what I mean? I think it would be one of those things that would be time consuming, but the payoff financially may not be quite there, but creativity wise and like design wise will probably be fantastic, because there are some of those things that do end up colliding. Yeah, I don't know. At least that's what I like to believe. Because it is just like, I don't know. Because I do think they do have a lot of people that are passionate over a Blizz. I do think that there's probably likely some barriers, but they just can't. Blizz methods just to add up to trading posts, slowly introduce selling the tender. I do hope they really do cut back on the whole selling and tender. Like, give us more in-game events where you can earn tender, right? Give us like, hey, participate in a black temple time walking, get more tender. You know what I mean? Hey, participate in like the 20 time walking dungeons, get 120 tender or whatever. I feel like they need to do that. I really don't hope they don't do like more shop tender things. You know what I mean? Cut back and sell in tender. Like, not sell it on the store. Like, hey, get all these items and here's some extra tender if you do as bonus tender, more than what your allotted monthly spending limit is. But rather like, not put it on the store, not have a link with like you paid swiping the card to get it, but like making it an in-game event. Theme month of the for the outpost. The theme month, this one, yes, this is the actual set. It's so good, dude. The blood troll set, I've been wearing on most of my characters. It looks so good. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. What is it? Another character. This guy, mage too, yeah. Warrior too. It looks so good no matter what. And you go run and run in the Underrot. It's like, it's so fitting, dude. It's so fitting. I'm a fan. Alrighty, boys. I'm gonna call it here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Tomorrow we'll be back for yet another stream. Tonight I got a raid. Not streaming the raid. I'm just gonna take it easy, man. I have had a weird week, I guess. Hopefully we'll see more 10.1.7 or 10.2 stuff sometime in the future. Yeah. Thank you, boys. Like Ulduar month of the pirate month. Kind of. It's not really. It's not like an Ulduar theme, Ulduar month or anything. It's just like the blood troll set is like its own thing. But I know that they're going to be doing class armors for like the next month, so I'm not really sure if this one is going to be themed or anything. I wouldn't even call it themed. But I know they've been doing a lot of pirate stuff recently, like over the last few weeks. Lots of party stuff. Most people would feel Blizz is the puppet of Activision because it started to get bad when they came in. But yeah, that's kind of why I really want this whole part of a reason. And probably I don't even know if much will change, but this is why I was kind of excited about Microsoft acquiring Blizz, in hopes that, you know, instead it would just be like Blizz and Activision kind of like sandwiched together with King somewhere in between. Just be like Microsoft at the top, Blizzard, Activision far apart, King somewhere, but like separate sections, and hope they don't intermingle. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like I'd rather have Blizzard people report to, like, in my mind I would rather have them like interact with Phil Spencer than good old Bobby buying another yacht Kotick. You know what I mean? That's just me. Also, it's pointing to data mined bundles. I saw like the images. I am hoping to change it, man. I'm hoping to adjust. I'm hoping to change direction. You know what I mean? I'm hoping they don't just do like a something that's just sell in the store. You know, I really do. Like, that's something Diablo can do with their skins or whatever. Keep it there. But, like, do it like in-game events for a while. Like, how cool would it be? More people would like do stuff. If you just like log on, participate in an event you know almost never do, and you get tendered for it. Hell yeah. Honestly, most people, yeah. I'm just gonna hope it changes, man. Because I feel I like Phil Spencer a lot. I feel like that guy actually games. Like, he posts stuff all the time, and he actually plays games. And it's just like it's a different vibe. You know what I mean? Being run by a person that's just a suit that doesn't play games versus a guy that is business savvy but also games in his free time and talks about games and like can really get into the details on games. It's just like one of those makes you feel better than the other. Whether it's like it comes out in a good results or not, at least it's like a better, much better vibe. And I feel like we'll probably create a better environment. I mean, for one, I mean, the Xbox team, when they acquired Bethesda and they acquired like Arcane too. Remember the the vampire game? What is it called? What's it called? It's like a vampire shooter game made by people that made Dishonored and Arcane Austin. It's Prey, right? That one? I don't remember what's it called. God, chat, help me here. But they made that one, and they basically just gave him like, they acquired the studio and were like, all right, we'll just let you do your thing. They probably should have came in and helped them to see it was kind of like not a good game, not really putting well together. But the fact that they were so hands off, even if that game didn't turn out super well, them being hands off and just kind of letting Blizzard do what they do best, I don't think that would be the worst case in there. Jim Ryan, Spencer are both the same. They just act different as long as Blizzard gets better, all for it. I don't know, because I watched a guy that covers a lot of that, like Microsoft stuff. Like Jim Ryan, does this Sony guy, yeah. I don't know, he just comes off like an actual suit. Phil Spencer, like in a lot of the interviews, like when they're asking him like questions about games, like he's like super polite and super like official when he's like starting the interview and asking him business questions and asking him Microsoft stuff. He kind of rattles on like very like corporate stuff. But then the interviewers started asking him about games. His demeanor changed. He's like, he just like hung back. He just like started really diving into like the details of it, like really nerdy bits, man. He gets super nerdy on it. I don't know, like maybe it's just like it's all an act, but I'm hoping it's not. Anyway, chat, thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate you. We can talk more about it tomorrow, Bragger. Yeah, he'd be with us in a second. Are they even gonna do the deal? Like, is that gonna be soon? I'm gonna go get myself some food, chat, take a break, chill. Raid tonight, hopefully won't be in for long, and then hit the hay as soon as I can. And never know what's under the carpet. That's true. That's true. Hey, not a bad idea to be like even a little bit skeptical. You know what I mean? Oh man, I wouldn't believe, dude. After playing Baldur's Gate, like it just shows me dreams can come true, dude. They actually like not a crappy game, properly delivered, good spending on $70, honestly. Compared with how much they offer, like proper AAA experience compared to what we've had so far, man. It's been like pretty disappointing. Like I want to believe, man. I'm a believer. I'd rather be positive vibes. I know it's like you do want to be a little skeptical. You don't want to be all in on it. But God, dude, I do miss those days of just being like super hyped about something, just being like all in, man. I do want to get to the point where we can just be all in on like a cool new game or a cool new idea or a cool whatever. You know what I mean? I feel like you also must have to be a little reserved, but I want to get back to just being all in, man. Anyway, okay, I said goodbyes multiple times, so I'm gonna go. You guys have a wonderful evening. Peace.
I could set you free, show you what this world can really be. Here with me, I could set you free of the pain and misery and let you be. Here with me, I could set you free. I could set you free. Set you free. could set you free, free, free.